Madre mía, la que se puede liar es la de solas. La de solos. Estamos viendo aquí un poquito el esto. A la una, bueno. Faltan 10 minutos, chicos. Mientras, vamos a hablar un poquito de las cosas, ¿sabes? Lo que vienen siendo las cosas en general. Pues porque sí, porque me apetece. Vamos a ver de lo que a mí me ha salado la polla. Y después, pues nada. Un poquito de diversión, que para eso estamos aquí, para divertirnos. Vale, Vamos a darle bom, 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 bom. Me voy a hacer la historia para Instagram, chicos, y vuelvo. Que está aquí la vale guay. O sea, es que me podría haber puesto el... Me podría haber puesto el chat de esto. En lo que viene siendo... Esto en la pantalla, tú. Voy a poner ahora, que tengo tiempo de sobra. Un momento, tengo que abrir web. ¿Para dónde vas? A ver cómo empieza esto, tú. Me voy a poner el chat aquí en la pantalla, ¿vale? Para iros leyendo todo lo que me pongáis, todos los comentarios. Empiezan 8 minutos, así que si me vais a permitir, voy a prepararme una botellita de agua. Y vuelvo porque, bueno, esto va para largo, o sea, es una workout. Encima he empezado un poco antes para darme tiempo a preparar todo, a no perdernos nada, absolutamente nada, incluso... Vale, esto... Vale, la he parado. Vale. Dame un segundo, chicos.
Hello, Fortnite fam. I am joined by our Fortnite World Cup duo champions, Aqua and Nyrox. How are you feeling? You just won the duos championship.
It's just crazy. Like, can't describe it.
It feels insane.
You guys won 2 games in a row. So the first game you won, you were feeling pretty good.
Oh no! He's not managed to get the elimination, and in the storm! 7 eliminations, a big win!
How did you carry that momentum into your second game?
Obviously, since we won the fourth game, we got really
A todas horas, a cualquier minuto, cualquier segundo.
we started. Let's get it back to
Ahí estamos hablando, creo que fueron los que ganaron, puede ser. Sí, Aqua y Nyrox, que ganaron la World Cup de dúos, la verdad. Yo sabía quiénes eran, pero bueno. Nyrox sé que es del team de Cooler. Y Aqua no sé si está en algún equipo, pero bueno. A lo mejor los dos están en... Creo que los dos en team Cooler. Cooler Aqua y Cooler Nyrox, sí.
Crazy.
Sí, porque
What
tienen
are
los dos la
your
misma.
plans with the prizing?
I'm not really sure. I think I'm just gonna save most of the money.
Just saving and maybe buying a house.
Those trophies are massive.
Saving
Do you
or
have
buying a
any
house,
plans on
¿sabes? O
how
sea,
you're gonna get them
lo
home?
van a ahorrar
Yeah, it's really heavy. It's impossible
o
to carry.
comprarse una casa. No sé cuántos años tendrán, sinceramente, pero de momento...
Your 2019 Fortnite World Champions!
O sea, ¿y tú los veías hablando? Los veías hablando a estos dos, ¿sabes? Y cuando les dijeron que habían ganado 1,5 millones de euros, estaban tranquilos, tío. O sea, a mí me dicen, ¿has ganado 1,5 millones de euros? O sea, yo rompo mi silla y rompo todo porque tengo dinero para comprarme 20.000 sillas de esas, ¿sabes, tío? Ese es el estadio donde se va a celebrar. Ahí está Face Rack, creo que he visto por ahí. Ahí tenemos a Ninja. Esto creo que es, a lo mejor puede ser del año... Ah, vale, no sé si es del año pasado, creo que no. O es de este año, no sé. Tiene buena pinta la de solos. Participan Tifu, vale, que yo sepa, ¿sabes? Así conocido, muy conocido. Tifu. Pero bueno. Pero bueno. Esto no sé ni quién son. Tenemos One Shot Girl. Hay algunos que sí conozco, otros que no, obviamente. La verdad es que el estadio lo tienen súper bien montado. 2 plantas, todo PCs. Increíble, tú. O sea, yo no podría mover los dedos tan rápido como estas, tío. Entonces, porque aparte que han entrado en otros juegos, yo no podía hacer todo eso, mira. Es que míralo. Yo muchas veces lo flipo con la gente esta, tío. Que lo hacen de putísima madre. Pero en fin, es lo que hay. Snack, agrégame, please. Ahora no puedo, ¿vale? O sea, mañana que voy a estar jugando con suscriptores, os agrego a todos, ¿vale? Pero ahora mismo no, porque no voy a abrir el Fortnite y todo ahora. ¿Sabes? Lo voy a ver aquí. Voy a estar viendo la World Cup. Por cierto, chicos, todo el mundo que aún no se haya pasado por mi último vídeo, que se pase ya de ya. Que he subido vídeo hoy, chicos. Sí, después de tanto tiempo he subido vídeo. Pero bueno. Hola, Patimicola. Mañana te agrego, tío. Mañana que voy a estar jugando con suscriptores, así que por favor. Chicos, ir compartiendo todo el mundo el directo porque no sé si ha notificado, ¿no? O ni puta idea. Si me podéis confirmar si ha notificado. Os lo agradezco. Espero que en este directo ya se apoye más que el de ayer. Porque el de ayer no fue tan apoyado. Pero bueno. Me voy a quitar el micro tú porque no lo estoy utilizando para nada. Un momento. Este creo... Este no sé ni quién es. Joder. Que tío, o sea... Tiene una pintaza la World Cup de solos, lo estoy diciendo. Juegan jugadores. Muchos sí que los conozco, ¿vale? O sea, muchos sí que los conozco. Te fue... No sé si en esta juega Ninja. Mongrel creo que juega. O sea, son jugadores que va a estar reñidos. Y si todos esos llegan al late, va a estar muy reñido con esos, Pero de mucho.
The support from my grandfather is pretty huge. He's always been there for me. And I hope to be as successful in Fortnite as he was in baseball.
This is Hollywood.
Try to make you proud.
Very proud, very proud. And I think the most important thing is you got to have the passion, dedicated, and the work ethics to be successful. And my grandson has that. Love you, sir.
Love you too.
I was very proud.
Está diciendo que, bueno, él se dedicaba al béisbol, ¿vale? O sea, ha sido un grande del béisbol. Y su hijo, o sea, él dice que está bastante orgulloso de él. Porque muestra pasión, muestra esa... que quiere superarse a sí mismo. Entonces, ¿sabes? No le importa para nada que juegue. Ya está diciendo que va a ganar la World Cup. Ah, no, va, coño, vale, este fue el que ganó. Puede ser la de... No. La de... ¿Ese es Aqua o Nirox? Puede ser. No hay ninguno de esos. Porque si no, no sé, lo último no lo entendí mucho. Pero bueno. Así que faltan oficialmente 2 minutos para que empiece el show. Así que nada, 2 minutillos y todo esto empieza ya. Ahí tenemos la banana. La verdad es que se lo montan esto, increíble, Un estadio entero. Mira, ahí está Mongrel, lo he visto. Aidan. Me encanta cuando ponen las cámaras de todos los jugadores, tío, al principio. O sea, es... Porque ves a todos ahí concentrados. Claro. Y Cristian, tío, ¿qué tal? O sea, lo ves a todos ahí concentradísimos. Diciendo... Es que, o sea, imagínate que en una de estas te matan al principio, tío. O sea, es que... Te jode y tienes muy pocas posibilidades de ganar. O sea, muy pocas. Ya de por sí jugando contra pros tienes pocas posibilidades. Llegando hasta el final. Que ya como te maten en el principio ya estás que haces algo. Benji Fizzy y Mr. Savage, la verdad, un buen dúo que jugó ayer. Quedaron terceros, creo. Se llevaron bastante dinero. Pa' casita. Chicos, cada 10 suscriptores voy a regalar 10 cofres de Streamlabs. Así que por favor, chicos, ir compartiendo el directo, ¿vale? Estaré hasta el final de la World Cup, creo. No sé a qué hora terminará. Pero estaré regalando cofres a lo largo de todo el directo, ¿vale? Aqua y Nirox, creo que es la última partida que jugaron. Casi le matan, casi le matan al... Ah, bueno. Sceptic. Creo que es de TSM, Sceptic. La verdad es que hay mucho chaval de 14, 15 años que juega. O sea, unas viciadas se pueden meter esos niños. Imaginaros que yo voy a una de esas, ¿sabes? Mira, ¿cuánto se llevó? Sí. ¿Cuánto se llevó? Mira, Mongrel y Mitro se llevan 450.000. Y Mega y Dubs 375.000. Vale. Vale. Sí, cabrones. O sea, yo si yo gano una de esas, lo primero que hago, chicos, una casita le compro a mis padres, una casita enorme, ¿vale? Para nosotros. Me hago mi setup, mi habitación gaming y todo. Me compro 20 millones de suscriptores. No es broma. Y nada, te voy a jugar ahí. Y si lo que sobre todo lo ahorro, lo ahorro. ¿Cómo coño hacen lo de los personajes ahí bailando, tío? Pero hacen de puta madre, en todos los lados ahí. Vale, TV y Sundown. No conozco a ninguno. Sé que estaban comentando la de ayer. Al menos el de la derecha. Sí que sé que estaba comentando la ayer.
And this is the best of competitive Fortnite. So we're gonna go ahead. We already did crown the World Champions duo in Nyrox and Aqua.
Ahora han dicho que han ganado ellos, Nyrox y Aqua, que ganaron la de dúos de ayer. Que no puede retransmitir un poco. Dejaos un lado para más tazos. Así, chavales, todos los que quieran jugar, su ID en Snakeice23 y ponen su código, que es lo mismo que la ID. Pero muchas gracias, Cristian. El Pro AM lo ganaron los dos chinos, ¿no? Fueron los que ganaron los dos chinos. Que yo no conocía a nadie de esos, o sea, a ninguno de los dos chinos conocía yo. Lo que voy a hacer a lo mejor es la cámara. No, póngase más cerca, tío. Un poquito más de zoom.
And the duos competition yesterday, as well as the charity portion for the Pro-Am, and they all want to be in that top spot. First place walking away with $3 million in prize money, but for most of them, it's about the title. They want to be in the top spot. They want the clout. They want the recognition. They want to say, I am the ultimate Victor Royale. So we're going to go ahead and join the players on the floor in the Arthur Ashe Stadium. They're ready. We're going to go ahead with our first group of contestants.
Vale, esto ya empieza. Vamos a tener ahí
Commandment, Vivid, Cease, Snow, Riversun, Leleo, and Dubs.
Dubs es Dubs. No, ha dicho Dubs, ¿no? Hola, Samirero. Sí, tenemos a Face Dubs, a Vivid, Liquid Vivid, a Face Beazel, creo que es, o TSM Beazel, no sé de qué equipo es, creo que es de uno de esos dos. Y al resto, al Ceice creo que sí que lo conozco. Y Snow, bueno, Cloud9, que ahí tiene la camiseta del logo. La verdad es que pinta bastante bien este primer grupo. Este primer grupo de momento hay jugadores bastante buenos. Dubs estaba de dúo con Mega, que los dos son de Team Fate, los últimos fichajes, bueno, de los últimos fichajes que ha tenido. Que por cierto, han metido a Ewok, ¿sabes? La chica esta que es sorda. La han metido de... La han metido en Face Clan, tío. Ahí tenemos a Dubs.
during the qualifiers, wrangling a first, second, and sixth place finish over the course of 3 weeks of solos. And
Ha terminado primero, segundo y sexto en las clasificatorias para la World Cup.
Competing on this stage now compared to yesterday's games.
The energy is insane here, and like it's just the most amazing experience. I love Fortnite.
Fantastic. Oh, a lot of people are really excited to see you play today. Now, you and your partner.
Para no estar emocionado, ¿sabes? Allí. No sé cuántas personas hay, más millones viendo. Bueno, millones, no sé si habrá millones. Pero a lo mejor más de 500.000, 200.000 200, 300.000 personas más, seguro. Viéndote desde casa, tío. Yo estaría súper nervioso, ahí me temblaría todo el cuerpo, macho. Porque aparte te juegas un puñado de pasta, ¿sabes? Creo que lo que se han gastado en la World Cup de este año son 40 millones. Que creo que en la del año pasado fueron 10 y en esta son 40. Yo sinceramente lo flipaba bastante. Chicos, todo el mundo por favor ir compartiendo el directo para llegar a todos lados. Cada 10 suscriptores regalo 10 cofres, ¿vale? Por ejemplo, cuando llegamos a los 920 regalo 10 cofres por aquí por el chat. El Benji Fishy. El Benji Fishy. Míralo, es que parece un niño, tío. Prisionero de Team Queso. Stompy de E11. Diego GB, no sé ni quién es. Y Benji Fishy, sí, Benji Fishy obviamente es un mítico. Al prisionero. No sabía que es. El Diego GB, tío, ese no sé ni quién es. Anda que hay que tener creatividad para ponerte de nombre Benji Fishy. Slaya. Prisionero ahí con la E. Ledwike. Yo nunca he entendido, tipo. O sea, a ver, mi nombre es raro de cojones, ¿vale? Lo admito, es raro de cojones. Pero bueno, yo qué sé. Cada uno, ¿sabes? Se pone lo que quiera. A ver, van a entrevistar a Benji Fishy. Es que Benji Fishy, hay una presentación rápida de dónde vive. No sé dónde es. Va a subir el volumen de esto.
To master Fortnite, you gotta play a lot.
Benji Fishy trying to punish some of these players.
I'm definitely on par with pretty much every pro.
I love Benji Fish.
I'm very excited to go to World Cup.
Míralo, tío.
It's definitely gonna be one of the best things.
Pero mira cómo mueve, o sea, parece que esté tocando el piano, o sea, es increíble este jugador. O sea, y aparte la carrera que tiene por delante porque es joven. Igual que Mongra, igual que High Sky, todos estos. Tiene una carrera bastante buena por delante en el tema de los eSports,
to make an even bigger name for themselves. But speaking of bigger names for themselves, this next group
Pilila
has so many top titles, starting off there with Tfue and then following it up, Unknown Army, Niddle, Funk, Psalm, Clicks, Epic Whale, Karhu, Lasers, and Kurtz, I mean Bala.
A ver si de aquí, hostia, si son la mayoría de países. De aquí voy a conocer a pocos, ya verás. Bueno, a Tfue obviamente. Face Funk, no sé quién es. No, solo conozco a Tfue, creo. Solamente conozco a Tfue, que míralo ahí. Después de todo lo que pasó con Face Clan y eso, ahí está el cabrón dándole duro.
On the stage and is looking to continue to roll it forward. Psalm as well, another player who is a big competitive veteran coming from a MOBA background, transitioning into Fortnite.
Estoy intentando entender todo lo que dicen en inglés, ¿sabes? Pero bueno.
Farther, and then you have the two young warriors out of Clicks and Epic Whale, known for taking walls, taking names, and pressing forward.
Aquí hay muchos de. Mira el Tfue. Pero que lleva puesto, tío. Que lleva puesto el Tfue. Son súper jóvenes a la gente que participa en este. Mira, ese niño creo que lleva una GC. Kurt. Creo que me suena el nombre, pero bueno, no sé.
When I play Fortnite, I change my personality.
Vale, este no es inglés. Este no es inglés, creo. No, este no es inglés ni de coña, este tiene. Este pro. Enrique. 14 años. 14 años el cabrón. Y está en una World Cup, tú.
Well, Easy, bro. I like that line most of all out of that entire package. That was amazing. We'll see if it is going to be easy, bro, today. Going to continue forward, see who's on the floor. It is going to be Luki, Left Eye, Fleeter Moyes, T-Chub, Core Gaming, Wakey, Dementos, Banny, Takamura, Cat, and LOL Boom.
And another group loaded with talent. LOL Boom in particular, the young Irish lad, qualified in the same week as his duo Core Gaming. They didn't represent in the duos competition. We got to interview both of them.
Domentos, vale, Secret Domentos sí. Secret Domentos sí que sé quién es, de Team Secret, que ha estado en varios vídeos de Mongrel y algunos streamings. Sí que sé quién es. Es que esto lo tiene súper bien preparado, ¿sabes? Parece ahí un concurso de televisión, tú. En realidad es de videojuegos, tú. Es como si ahora se ponen a retransmitir Minecraft y te lo... Increíble.
The Asian region and how he performs there with his strategy converts to this stage.
But can't forget about Takamura out of Japan and then Cat coming from Oceania, two players who are very aggressive. But we talked about LOL,
Corea Ming,
to represent his family and what it means to him. Let's hear a
little bit about that. Alemania. Y bueno, no soy bueno para los países, para ni una bandera, pero bueno, se hace lo que se puede.
Hi, my name is Lalboom. I'm originally from Philippines.
Lalboom, ni idea de quién es este.
And I qualified for the solo Fortnite World Cup. Every week was really intense. I didn't expect myself to qualify for the solos. It was just unbelievable. What I love about competitive Fortnite is the players around it. Everyone's so nice. Loads of people are really humble. I don't really feel any pressure on me. I just really focus on this moment and this tournament, and hopefully I do good and bring back home one of the best Fortnite players in the world. I'd like to thank my parents, my brothers especially, and also the viewers that stuck up to me and who are loyal to me, because they're like the only ones that supported me throughout this whole journey, and I'd just like to thank all of them.
Ahí con el dedito arriba.
It's so nice to see someone just so grateful to be in the position, but continue striving forward. Someone who was originally seen in the skirmishes, but now wants to perform on the main stage. On to our next group, representing out of NA East, NA West, and Brazil. We have Dracons,
Ahí tenemos NA y Brasil. Mega es el compañero de Dubs que ha salido antes. Así que bueno, ahí tenemos a los dos compitiendo. Mega, y tenemos, a ver si conocemos alguno más. Rux es el que ha salido antes. Y Zayt me suena bastante. La verdad, esta es una de las... Bueno, solo han habido dos workouts, ¿sabes? Pero es bastante intensa si llegan jugadores como Mega o como Tifu. O sea, si llegan a la final, tiene que ser eso... Chicos, todo el mundo que venga, por favor, dejar un like y compartir el directo. Y si no estáis suscritos, obviamente tenéis que suscribiros.
Colorful, the one we got to interview on Mother's Day, and he was told, hey, I had to make a deal to even get playing time on the weekends, and now he's going to be on the main stage.
I also, going back to Mega real quick, because he had one of the most memorable moments from yesterday's games when he was playing with Dubs, where he actually eliminated Mitro and Mongrel, one of the biggest duos.
Sí, que Mega eliminó a Mitro y a Mongrel. Vale, creo que sí que lo vi, eso fue en late. La verdad es que lo hizo bastante bien porque lo eliminó a través de un huequecito. Los eliminó a los dos, tío.
I know very little about Pizzas. It's so hard to find information on. We got to go through the VOD reviews, but he is somebody in one of the few true wild cards, and I'm very interested to see.
Están hablando del Pezuz ese. No estoy entendiendo una puta mierda. Pero vamos a dejar que hable y que empiece ya esto. Que esto va por...
You are not wrong, Sundown. One of the best and most dominant duo players standing right next to me in Zayd. Zayd, you dominated yesterday. It's very clear to absolutely
Este es del clan de NRG, del mismo de Mr. Sabat.
RNG happens, right? But again, going into in-game, you two staying together, locking down high ground, that's ultimately what secured the dub. What was your mentality going into duos yesterday?
So we kept the same mentality, same strategies for every single game. After the three first games, we had 38 points, so we're really confident. So we didn't change anything. A lot of unfortunate things happened, so we finished with 6 points in the last 3 games and pick up 4th. After being first for 5 games in a row, we really want to win it, so it felt kind of bad, but still.
Understandable.
Que quedaron primeros en 3 o 4 seguidas, tío. O 4 o 5, no sé cuánto he dicho. Pero quedaron primeros seguidas, tío. Hay que ser muy bueno para estar ahí, tío. Es muy difícil.
You're faced up against a lot of incredibly talented players from regions all over the world, and there's a lot of different play styles here. What's your mentality going into some of these fights?
For solos, I'm going to play like I've been playing for the past year. I'm just going to be confident because I play best when I'm confident.
Absolutely. Well, we see this confidence.
Absolutely.
We're going to see it again today on Real Island. What do you have next for us?
A ver qué siguiente grupito nos presentan.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And what's surprising to me there is Zate. I mean, it's not surprising at all, actually. He's a true competitor. He placed in 4th place yesterday, and he's very disappointed.
Ayer quedó cuarto.
Definitely felt it wasn't good enough. He said, hey, we wanted it all. We wanted the top spot. And with Zate, we've seen it in the past. That means he's going forward. But now on to our next group, because these competitors are here to also challenge for the top spot. We have Link, Peter Pan,
Ahí está Mr. Savage,
Yarkos, Plusha, Mr. Savage, Snakeice, Smeef, Blaster, and Isa.
Isa, el Ghost Isa, tú. A ver, Peter Pan anda que... Let's see quién es. Mr. Savage, ahí lo tenemos. Y Ghost Isa. Este grupo la verdad es bastante interesante, tío. Españoles hay muy pocos, hemos visto al Prisionero y hemos visto a un tal Diego GB, tío. Que al Diego GB ese no lo conozco de nada, pero a Prisionero sí, de Team Queso. Pero bueno, ahí tenemos a Ghostisa ahí en plan, os voy a reventar, chavales. Y ahí a Mr. Savage ahí. ¿Qué tal, chavales? ¿Estoy aquí? Sí.
Making his first trip over here. It is Ghost Isa, the original controller gang, and we had a chance to talk with him ahead of the competition. Let's hear what he
Ahora van a
has to say.
hablar con él, con Isa, a ver qué dice.
So I qualified for solos in week 5. It's been 10 stressful weeks, a lot of ups and downs, but it's been pretty good. When I qualified, I was so happy. I had a rough 10 games. I think I played 5 games out and died like 4 times off spawn. So I was so happy when I qualified. I instantly called my mom and was like, hey, I qualified. I think it's nice that they open qualifiers. Literally everyone can qualify. You can be 13 and win millions of dollars. And just everyone is really chill. New York is way different, like even the air, everything is so much different, the traffic, but I love it. Meeting everyone.
Está hablando de Nueva York, que es increíble el ambiente y todo. Yo estuve el año pasado en Nueva York, chicos, y he de decir que o sea, es bastante increíble verlo, te recuerda todas las películas y todo. Pero hay que tener en cuenta de que es un poco sucia la ciudad, o sea, la verdad limpiar un poquito más. Pero bueno, estuvo bastante bien, o sea, es increíble. Os recomiendo, si podéis ir a Nueva York, elegirlo como destino.
As much damage as possible. You know he's here to take names. Now on to the next group, where you have a lot of what I would consider dark horse contenders. Very talented players you don't hear enough about.
A ver el siguiente grupo.
King, Clarity G, Astonish, Lunez, Jenkins, Batch, Pika, Storm, and Reverse 2K.
I just want to
point out, Astonish's
outfit is
King,
unbelievably
no
incredible.
sé.
He has slippers on that have claws on.
Reverse 2K, que era el dúo de Ninja. Storm, que creo que es de E11, no sé si está en directo. Sí, pero estará él, o sea, no... Si queréis lo que vamos a hacer es... Voy a buscar ahora mismo en... para ver diferentes vistas, ¿vale? Ninja también está en directo.
And in the bottom right there you see Storm, also known as 4DR Storm. He's one of the players who fully qualified for both solos and duos. And even
no, pero está emitiendo la misma. Te fue, está en directo donde está directo en...
No
sé escribir.
He is on the floor with Jordan Fisher. What do you got?
Pero yo creo que tiene que estar en directo en Twitch, ¿no? A ver. Reverse 2K. ¿Que está en TSM? Escúchame, no sabía yo que estaba en TSM, tío, el dúo de Ninja. O sea, el dúo, ¿sabes? El que jugaba con él. Ah, sí, está en directo. Pero está haciendo lo mismo. Están viendo todos este. O sea, que me voy a quedar en este, chicos. Naranjito está prisionero, está prisionero. Naranjito no sé si está aún no ha salido, No sabía yo, tío, que me he quedado que el Reverse 2K está en TSM.
Another thing that I love about you, Reverse, you're so vocal and so positive in social media, and a lot of people are supporting you and loving you, very much behind you in this journey. How does it feel to have so
Este no sé si era conocido ya, pero yo creo que ha sido bastante conocido por Ninja, ¿sabes? Por ser tuvo con él, por jugar mucho con él. Está diciendo que Fortnite es un juego mental, si pierdes la mente, pierdes la concentración en este juego, pierdes la partida, y es bastante cierto. O sea, siempre tienes que estar concentrado mirando todo, fijándote en cualquier cosa, en cualquier píxel, en todo, porque si no estás acabado. Date cuenta de que eres tú contra 99 personas, sabes que en este caso son 99 pro players de alrededor de todo el mundo. Vamos aquí con el siguiente grupo. A ver, Aqua, que ganó ayer la de dúos. Kingstar, Solar y Kingstar. He oído también por ahí el nombre. Ahí tenemos al cuarto, ¿no? Tenemos a Aqua, que ganó ayer. Twins, no sé quién es. Kingstar me suena. Ah, sí, Atlantis, de Team Atlantis, sí. Kingstar de Solary. Y ya de ahí solo conozco a esos. Ahí tenemos dos de Japón. Kingstar y Robab, no sé de qué país son. Tampoco, Kingstar tampoco. Fuexi es de Alemania. No sé. Se habla mucha más gente. Vale, creo que faltan 2 o 3 grupos. O ni idea de cuántos grupos faltan. Pues si son 100 personas, a lo mejor quedan 4, 5, 6 grupos. Creo que como máximo pueden quedar, porque si quedan, están en solo la semana 7 y habían 10 semanas. Y están ya, creo que ahora irá la semana 8, quedan 2 grupos. La 9, 2 grupos. A lo mejor 6 grupos quedan aún. Pero en algunos está la Mongra, el magnífico Mongra, que es uno de los favoritos. Bueno, para mí Mongra vamos, si tuviera que ser algún jugador, Mongra podría ser. O si no es Mongra, sería Mr. Savage o Benjifici, tío. Es que juegan, o sea, juegan súper bien, tío.
I'm Twins and I'm from Brisbane, Australia.
Ese es Twins, no sé quién es.
I've played LAN, I've played online, I've played the Australian
que también el nombre no ayuda.
Poland internationally. I really like LANs. It's a different setting because there's people actually watching you.
Increíble, para llevar como ahí ven la World Cup yo ya me río.
I think I'm definitely getting better with it with the more LANs I
No sé
do.
ni qué team es. Es que les dan encima, mira cómo se construye todo ahí, tío. En el Madison Square Garden, si no me equivoco, que estoy allí cuando fui a Nueva York el año pasado. Y la verdad es que se ha montado eso ahí, o sea, ha costado un montón montar eso.
You've got to put work into it. Sometimes you might have to get a little bit lucky with like qualifying and stuff. Like that's a part of it, but you can create your own luck through grinding and just hard work. It's really cool meeting the people and like experiencing with them and learning from each other. People that can keep their calm, they definitely come through.
Pico. Bueno. O sea, ¿por qué le pones 2 trampas y le matas a escopeta, tío? Eso es malgastar. Y en una World Cup tú no estás para malgastar material ni malgastar nada, porque si no... Tengo agujetas por todo el brazo, tío. No puedo levantarlo, mira, aquí ya me duele. Siguiente grupo. A ver, clip no lo sé. Aspect me suena. Y ya. Herrions ese está en TSM. Hay 2 del Team Lazarius, que no sé ni qué team es. Uno de 100 Thieves. La verdad es que pinta súper bien esta World Cup, Hay muchos jugadores que no son conocidos, van a ser conocidos después de la World Cup si hacen buenas partidas. Y la verdad es que si haces una buena partida aquí, o sea, muy probablemente te vuelvas famoso, ¿sabes? Durante los primeros, durante el primer 2, 3 meses, a lo mejor un año, después de la World Cup, si gana la World Cup te vas a volver famosillo, porque todo el mundo está diciendo, hostia, este pavo controla, no sé qué. Llegar hasta ahí, tío, a saber el esfuerzo, la concentración, el entrenamiento que han tenido que hacer para llegar hasta ahí. Es bastante hardcore. Vale, ya estamos en la Week 9, ahora irá a los de Europa y estos, creo. Ahí tenemos al Destiny Thieves. Me hace gracia que todos los chinos tengan el pelo teñido de rubio. Hostia, pues no me he fijado, Jordan Fisher, este no jugaba... No ha jugado en la de Pro AM, ¿no? O... ¿Era uno de los famosos de la Pro AM? Pues no creo. Chicos, todo el mundo, por favor, darle like, compartir el directo y si no estáis suscritos, suscribiros. Que vamos a estar aquí bastante tiempo viendo la World Cup. Cuanto más gente seamos, más entretenida se va a hacer, ¿vale? O sea, más entretenido vamos a ser. Y podemos hablar de más temas, comentarlo todo, todas las jugaditas. Y bueno, todos. Si alguien conoce a algunos jugadores y yo no lo he nombrado, chicos, decidme por aquí por el chat. Porque yo en tema de competitivo de Fortnite estoy muy flojo. Conozco a algunos, no a todos. Así que si hay alguno que conozcáis y yo no lo conozco ni lo haya nombrado, decidme por aquí, ¿vale?
Your qualification both in duels and solos, you're the only person from NA West that was able to do that. What do you have to say to the rest of the West?
I mean, like, if you guys get a brain on the West Coast, I mean, like, it'll be a lot easier, you know. But otherwise, yeah, that's all you gotta do.
Yeah, yes.
We gotta get a brain. Okay, I'm gonna come to Arkham.
No cabe duda, chicos, no cabe duda de lo que ha dicho, Ahí se van, ahí tenemos a uno con el móvil que le interesa una mierda la World Cup. Ahí tenemos el Orbe, que no sé si... a lo mejor, o está ya... ¿Cuánto falta para que termine la temporada? Que ya termina. ¿Alguien lo sabe? Sí, quien lo sepa que me lo ponga por ahí. Mongraal, ahí tenemos a Mongraal. Ese Mongraal ahí. Yo creo que es mi favorito, Mongraal, tío. Ahí tenemos a ver, a Mongraal. Y Skite creo que a lo mejor también lo conozco. Hay dos del mismo team ahí. 3 días para que termine la temporada. Pues a lo mejor en 3 días estalla ese orbe y hace algo. Porque claro. Deep breath in. Vamos, chavales, ahí el drip breath in. Madre mía, ahí el Mongraal, qué bonito. Para que sepa de Face, la verdad. La verdad es que si lo a mí me gustaría conocer en persona a alguno de estos, tío. Ojalá vinieran a España o algo, tío. Y conocerlos en persona o algo, tío. Y ojalá mi canal se haga viral, me haga famoso, me vaya a vivir a Andorra. Vale, no, broma. Yo si me hiciera famoso, chicos, yo no haría como el resto de personas de... Tipo, yo sé... Hay muchos, tío... O sea, hay una cosa que me jode, ¿vale? Esto es tema personal. Que... Estás en un directo de alguien, a lo mejor no hay mucha gente, te leen el mensaje, que a lo mejor le dices, lo que sé, me agregas o a lo mejor no, ¿sabes? O a lo mejor le pones un mensaje para motivar y te lo leen y tú sabes que te lo han leído. Se lo sigues poniendo, te lo siguen leyendo y no contestan a ese mensaje, tío. O sea, ya que estás haciendo un directo que te ve gente, yo si me tuviera 100 espectadores y todo el mundo ahí escribiéndome, yo intentaría leer, no todos, obviamente, porque no puedo, ¿sabes? No soy flash ahí, estoy a 2 pantallas. Pero sí intentaría... Joder, contestar a la mayoría de gente, tío. O sea, yo, si me hiciera youtuber, ¿sabes? Que pudiera dedicarme a esto, que para mí yo creo que va a ser muy difícil, obviamente. ¿Sabes? Tampoco soy mucho de comentar vídeos, se me da muy mal. Y de editar ya ni te digo. Soy más de a lo mejor hablar con los suscriptores, hacer directillos y cosas así. A lo mejor, yo que sé, si veo que mi YouTube va últimamente, o sea, después de verano no avanza o no hemos llegado a los 1000 suscriptores o algo, a lo mejor me pasa a Twitch. Porque soy más de hacer directos que de vídeos, ¿sabéis? Pero bueno, eso es lo de menos. Si, claro, todo depende también de vosotros, de que podáis compartir el directo, de que lo hagáis de verdad, si os gusta el canal. Pero bueno, yo lo que está diciendo es que si me hago youtuber, yo voy a ser sincero con vosotros. Si, yo qué sé, todo el dinero que, por ejemplo, si dentro de nada voy a sacar 5 $5 ya del código creador, que falta que alguien compre algo y pueda sacarlo de ahí, esos $5, y eso irá para el pack de 5 euros o este o el siguiente que saquen, sortearlo. O a lo mejor, yo que sé, te lo doy por PayPal o algo y te compras lo que quieras. Hacer sorteos, hacer cosas, estaría bastante bien. O sea, que no creáis que yo de momento con YouTube no he ganado nada, ¿sabes? No me estoy aprovechando de nada. Pero bueno, de momento se hace lo que se puede. Así que bueno, vamos a ver esto ya, que supongo que empezará. No sé si han puesto ya la semana 10 de jugadores, pero vamos a verlo bien.
This tool, whether you're trying to get better at Fortnite or just want to watch what you want to watch, we want to give you every possible potential way to increase your viewing experience, and let us know if there's anything else you want added in there. We're always looking to improve because we're lining in stats. We got the map. I mean, what more could you want as an analyst, Paula?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely going to check it out when I get home. I'm going to go back and watch those because I need to see every little detail for some of these guys who are going to perform on this stage. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, and I can't wait to do that.
I mean, this is what is
vale, el primero se lleva 3 millones. 3 millones para tu casa. El segundo 1.800.000. Tercero 1.200.000. 1.050.000, 900.000, 600.000, 525.000, 375.000. O sea, del 21 con que da, o sea, con haber jugado. Muchísimas gracias, Mateo Costa. Lo que voy a cambiar es esta. Es un grande, tío.
This is what it's all about. We're moments away from getting inside the stage and getting ready to launch the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition.
100 of the best players, every single one is be here. Are you ready for the Fortnite World Cup Finals? Let's start the show!
A ver. No sé dónde está. Está por aquí. Uy, perdón. Vale, esto va a empezar ya. Ahí tenemos la canción de Marshmello. Eso no es Fortnite, ¿no? Vale, no. I'm so alone. Nothing feels like home. I'm so alone. I am trying to wake up onto you. Ahí tenemos. Va a tocar en directo, chavales.
What's up, Fortnite World Cup? How we feeling today? Come on.
¡Vamos, Marmelito! Ah, pues no ha roto ahí, tío. La verdad, una agradecida. Míralo con su casquito que vale 15.000 pavos ese casco. Mira, esto no me lo esperaba, el Marcelito. Es como ir a un concierto de Marmelo, tío. O sea, tú vas ahí, compras la entrada y enseguida, boom, concierto de Marmelo para ti. Esto haciendo el robot. Esto lo hacen a través de, de edición de vídeo, ¿no? Lo de los personajes. No creo que sean estatuas ahí, ¿no? Así no me fliparía muchísimo eso. Los pavos ahí destruyendo la puta ciudad, tío. Claro, la gente que está más cerca de Marmelo lo tiene que estar flipando. Están todo el mundo grabando. Todo el mundo grabando con el móvil, haciendo fotos. Y eso no lo han llenado todos, ¿eh? No han llenado todos los asientos, tú. Claro, también es verdad que la gente de Nueva York lo tiene más fácil porque se acelera allí. Solo es comprar la entrada e ir. O sea, imagínate que yo me compro la entrada, tengo que pagarme el viaje hasta Nueva York para verlo, tío. Es jodido, tío. Hey, yeah. La verdad es que la música de Marmelo me encanta, tío. O sea, te motiva muchísimo. Y Marshmello ajetreado. Toda la gente con casco de Marshmello, tío. La verdad es que estos se lo montan increíble, tío. Se lo montan muy bien. O sea, yo he estado... Mira, a ver si os puedo decir... Si eso es el Madison... No, eso, no sé si es el Madison Square Garden, creo que sí. Pues mira, en los palcos VIPs, todos esos que veis, ¿vale? Todos donde están ahí los palquitos VIPs. Yo cagué en uno de esos. La cagada más cara que he hecho en mi vida. No, yo no. Empezó, ahí estamos Silvia. Bueno, no me acuerdo cómo te llamo. I've been thinking you to be happier. I want you to be happier. When the morning comes, esta canción también es, o sea, cuando hicieron el evento, wow. I only have a minute. I want you to change my mind, cause this don't feel right to me. I only want a spirit. I want to change the time. No me la sé. It's not right to be. Leile, ¿esos cascos de Marshmello te lo dan allí o qué? La puta polla. ¿Sabes? Es que en realidad el casco de Marshmello 15.000 pavos, tío, porque tiene aire acondicionado dentro, tiene LEDs, tiene un montón de cosas, tío. O sea, y aparte que pesa menos, el primero que se hizo pesaba unos 10 kilos, a lo mejor creo que eran, o 15, no sé. Y el que tiene ahora le pesa 5 o 3 creo que eran, o sea, mucho más ligero. Y con muchas más cosas, tío. I want you to change my mind. Ah, tío, todo el mundo desde casa, desde casa quiero ver así. Mira todo el mundo. Lately, I've been thinking. Increíble, chicos. Faltan 6 personas y regalo 10 cofres de Streamlabs ahora mismo por aquí. O sea, ahora mismo por aquí, chicos.
Everybody follow me like this.
I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. Even though I might not like this, I think that you'll be happier. I want you to be happier.
Let's go.
Then only for a minute, I want to change my mind. This just don't
Feel right to me. Vale, dame un minutillo.
To all the players today competing. Have a good day. Thank you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Marshmello!
Marmelito.
I tell you, I've opened up for a few DJs.
Porque mi silla no transpira, chavales. Mira cómo se ve. Esto no es de mi directo, chicos. O sea, como se ve esto no es mi directo, es del streaming propio de Fortnite. Aunque, espera, que está en 360, claro. Sí que es culpa mía, sí.
Have culminated to this point right here in New York City, Arthur Ashe Stadium.
New York City.
House house, ladies and gentlemen. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here with us
Vale, se están
today.
preparando ya la gente ahí para jugar.
Without you, this is not possible. But now it's all about these players up on this stage. And this, right here, the trophy and the title of being
Ese trofeo es
the
el autobús de batalla, tío, del que está ahora mismo.
champion.
World
Now, I don't know
Champion.
about you guys, but I'm excited. I want to get into these games as soon as possible, but I think we got to ramp up the excitement just a little bit more.
Oh my god. It's so hard. Ahora ahí tenemos esto. Toma. Plus. Me ha dado toda la gracia, tío, la skin del pesco, macho.
When you think about what's at stake here for these players, so much on the line, and we crowned 2 Fortnite World
Ahí tenemos ya todos
Champions yesterday, but that was
los
duos
jugadores. A ver si podemos ver. Tenemos por ahí a Aqua. ¿Es de España?
And it's about that
No, no.
trophy.
¿Eso no es la bandera de España?
Right in front of everyone here in New York City and walking away with $3 million
No es de España, ¿no, Aqua?
in prizes.
Pues sí.
History will be made.
Let's teníamos por ahí
Lives
también.
will change. Now, I know that you guys want to hear from some of our players as well. And there's one player in particular that I think each and every person in this arena wants to hear from. Jordan, who do you got?
A ver.
The legend.
Tifu.
The
El
legend.
Tifu.
The man. The myth. Tifu! I want my vest back, by the way.
¿Qué
guys.
coño hace con eso de leopardo,
Sitting next to
tío?
me, I mean, you guys know him. He needs no introduction. He's pretty decent at the game of Fortnite. He's like fine, I guess. I don't know, 1v1 man creative. We'll see what happens, right? But knowing that you're as good as you are, right, and your skills, your gifts, your game sense, your speed, your dexterity, your precision, all of these things that I'm sure a lot of people are very fearful of, there are a lot of incredibly young, gifted talents that are up here on the stage right now from all over the world. How do you prepare for all of these different game styles?
Basically, how I prepare is just stream to all of my beautiful viewers, and you know, they stream snipe me, and I get rushed by like 30 people every game. So if I can handle that, then I can handle anything, right?
I have seen it happen in real time. It's
Qué cabrón, ha
insane.
dicho
I
que ha
don't know how
entrenado
you deal.
haciendo streaming y matando en todas las partidas a 30 personas.
You know, to get to the end, but obviously vying for that #1 slot. How was your strategy working out going into your drop spot today?
La strategy, quiere que le diga,
Rotation,
anda
you gotta
bien.
be flexible. What are your thought processes going into today, knowing that you're up against some of the best players in the world?
My drop spot's pretty good. You know, I have some people contest me, but I just lay them out and then move on from there.
Lay him out, move on. 350 pot, there it is, from the man himself. Back to you, GB.
Thank you once again, Jordan, for that. Now
Esto ya empieza, chavales, esto ya empieza. ¿Qué? Pues ya está hecho.
We can do it again. This is it. This is for this community right here. Whether you're watching them at home, whether you're here with us in New York City, ladies and gentlemen, in the Arthur Ashe Stadium, let me hear you. No, 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 no. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let us hear you loud and proud. This is the Fortnite World Cup Finals, and let's send it over to your casters for the first set of games. It's Courage and Dr. Lupo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals Solos competition kicks off today, and I could not be more excited. I'm still sweating from the marshmallow performance we just saw, but
absolutely,
Dr. Lupo, this is going to be a darn good time.
100 of the best solo players the world has ever seen in Fortnite are today playing for $15 million. First place takes home $3 million, which is the largest individual prize for any player in esports ever up until this point. You realize that? That is ridiculous.
It's a pretty long history. Lives will be changed today, as we know. It's been happening throughout the weekend. And we've seen the best competitors in the world go up in creative, obviously in the pro-am, in the solos or duos competition, and now it is time for solos. We're going to go through the format, the prizing for everyone at home so you can get caught up to speed. Millions tuned in throughout the weekend so far, and even more we'll be watching here today. So Ben, I want to
Ahí
break down
tenemos
these
lo
rules for
que
everyone at home.
puntúan.
It's not your normal Fortnite game we're going to be
De
playing.
16 al 25, 3 puntos. Que me pinta ser un top. Ah, no, top 25, top 16, top 15. Ah, no. Del 15 al 6. Vale, si es top 25, 5 puntos. O sea, 3 puntos. Top 6. No, top 15 o top 6, no sé. 5 puntos. Top 5, top 2, 7 puntos. Cada eliminación 1 punto. Y la victoria 10 puntos. O sea, esta en realidad puntúa más que en una normal, ¿eh? Ahí tenemos otra vez los 3 millones de quien gane. Madre mía, como gana el Mongrel, yo por ahí me va a todo en putas
Your prize money you're winning is also above the 1 million mark. Hey, I wouldn't be too upset with 5th place either at 900 grand, but you see, top 20 all earn $112,500 or more. And guess what? Just because they made it here today,
del puesto
everyone on
21
the stage will win
al 100 todos llevan $50.000. Todos, por haberse clasificado. Y a partir y mira, ya el número 20 se lleva 100 y pico mil. Se lleva el doble. O sea, yo creo que si eres más o menos bueno y quedas en buen puesto, tío. Yo ahí lo que iría sería por las... a quedar en buen puesto. Y aparte si me hago alguna kill, pues mejor, ¿sabes? Pero sobre todo puesto.
And of those 100, only one gets first place. Only one takes home the trophy. And I'm going to say this, this is mine just from watching him play over the last few days. Duos didn't go exactly how he wanted things to go, but I'm looking forward to seeing Benji Fishy rise above and just put on a good show for everybody.
Benji Fishy, hablando de Benji Fishy.
One of the best mechanically we've ever seen. His awareness is insane. What about you? Who do you have, Jack?
There's so many talented players. You know, we've been comparing drop spots. We've been comparing how they performed yesterday. We talked about LAN experience and how much the nerves can get to them. Arkram is someone that showed up yesterday on stage, performed quite well, placing in the top 5. I think that today, with where he's dropped at, who he's going to be going up against, he could put on a good showing, but we want to hear your guys' thoughts as well. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Send us your thoughts. Who do you predict to win? We've also talked to many of the people here in the venue about who they've got coming out on top. Let's take a look.
My prediction for the Fortnite Solo World Cup Finals winner is Ghost Bizzle.
My picks to win solos has got to be this guy. Better.
I feel like Young Calculator or Clips is gonna win.
I want to see Benji Fish take it
Voy a ver.
Tifu's gonna win. Tifu's gonna win.
Voy a ponerme en Twitter, chicos. Voy a enviar un Twitter a esto. A ver si, yo que sé, por suerte lo leen.
Je dirais Booga, je pense.
Tifu's gonna win.
Fact Fox. Je pense que la solo, c'est Benji Fishy qui va gagner.
Bizzle is just the most consistent player, and he's
I don't have.
So I'd say Bizzle.
I'd probably say Bizzle too, because he has a lot of LAN experience.
Aquí dicen que
My
Bizzle.
prediction for the Solo World Cup champion is Dubs.
Por aquí Dubs. Yo voy a decir Mongrel. Era
People
hashtag
continuing to pile on in here to the Arthur Ashe Stadium live from
Fortnite
New York
World Cup.
City. Dr. Lupo, our games are almost ready to kick things off, but there's so many ways you can watch this weekend. Obviously, your normal streaming platforms, but a new initiative as well from Fortnite, a new way to watch on Fortnite.com/watch. There's some unique stats, as well as all sorts of feeds you can watch from. It's a viewing experience with real-time stats and different points of view in game. Head to Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel a dedicated map channel and 10 rotating options covering a selection of diverse players. You see there on your screen exactly who will be brought on up. If you want, feed 3 features Tifu, a player spotlight. If you're repping the Oceanic region and you want to see the Twins play, you want to see Twins play, there you go. You've got your dedicated feed as well. An awesome thing to see for the future of competitive Fortnite.
It's absolutely amazing, but Jack, everybody here wants to see the first game, and I've got good news. Ladies and gentlemen,
esta empieza así.
the Fortnite World Cup
Hay un pavo con
Solos
utilizar el
competition
código.
is about to begin. If you are here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, I need you to get as
Hay una
loud as
mariposa.
you possibly can.
Ya está la gente en el lobby, o sea que ya va a
100 of the
empezar.
best players in the entire
Sí,
world
wow.
are about to face off for $15 million. Jack,
15 millones de pavos. Ahí vamos 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ahí vamos. El autobús ya. Me he vuelto atrás. Vamos a darle duro. Ahí tenemos a todos los jugadores. A ver si vemos alguno. Vemos a. Creo que he visto a Mongrel. Tiene que estar por ahora. No. Vale, he visto a Benji Fiji. Ahí tenemos a Reverse, Benji Fiji. Aqua. Aqua es de España, tío. No sé, Tifu.
What's going through these kids' minds. Here we go, folks. Tifu on your screen. Block has been his place forever, Dr. Lupo, and he is not shying away here in game number 1.
I had a chance earlier during warm-ups just talk to Tifu about this landing zone. The opinion was basically, I don't care who else lands here, I'm going to take it. I'm going to clear out every other opponent there and roll on through. He's got a chance to go up the hill potentially for both. Wow, those remain uncontested. He has a free legendary chest right here in the middle. And look at the inventory already. Blue pump shotgun. Gold tactical AR. Gold.
Joder, vaya luz nada más empezar tú.
Mini bandages. He's got brick for days here. The resources are incredible. Yep. A loadout already. He just needs some
Tiene bastante ya material, o
maybe
sea.
drop one of the ARs depending on ammunition at a certain point. Gotta find some shadow bombs. Even the redeploy might be worth it. We'll see if he swaps out. He actually puts down that TAC AR and grabs a purple grenade launcher.
And the zone right there as well.
Oh my god.
Only one other player landed.
Tiene al Clipnode, que no sé ni quién es, pero ahí lo tiene.
Clipnode decides to say,
rotate away.
I've got a lot of respect for that gameplay. He knows block as well. Clipnode always landing here too. Will go ahead and fall away. And folks, I think as a sign of respect for Tifu as a player, they have forfeited the rest of block to this man, as he's already at 190 total HP and a fantastic inventory. Rotating here towards Fatal Fields. Class on your screen. Bucky there as well. Class currently with a little bit of a mixed inventory, but this is what we talked about yesterday. If you play Fortnite, you know that in the Fatal Fields core maze, there is loot. Well, guess what?
Just floor spawns all over.
Typically, you and I, I'm sure, Ben, break all the corn down. We farm it on up. These players know the exact route of where the loot is while it's hidden in the corn because they've studied this area of the map so much. It's the little things that make the biggest difference. Class right now looting and no one has any clue where he is.
Bucky in the long barn, grabbing. There's 2 chests spawn here, plus any of the
este no tiene nada de corta distancia, tío.
Side stalls, so quite a bit of wood to farm up. He's got a couple little forests. He's got the fork knife quarry there, plus the ship up top. He can take that slip all the way to the top. He's got an opportunity to travel basically uncontested early game unless somebody maybe gets
ahí lo tenemos.
Meanwhile, over here at Mega Mall, Pika and Keenstar hanging out inside the shops. Quite a few chests, a lot of verticality inside. Tends to lead to audio-based fights. Try and figure out whether your opponent is above or below and how much these players play.
Que lo tiene con otros colores. Tú creías que era una pump gris.
Rotating now down to Lucky Ben. Snakeice there as well. First stink bomb coming on through. Doesn't actually wind up connecting too much. 16 builds in total. Now remember, we do play with siphon settings on. So if you get an elimination, you earn 50 HP. So if you're at 74 total health, you'll gain 26 HP to go to max and 24 shield. Also, when you get the elimination, even if the opponent has 0 materials, they'll still drop 50 of each material type. So there's a lot of, especially early game reward, Dr. Lupo, in securing some of these
aquí está diciendo la ventaja de matar a alguien, como consigues tanta vida y ganas tantos materiales.
Stinks and that proximity grenade launcher just to try and find even one hit. Which at this point with such low ammunition, he's out of Stinks now. He still has the 3 proxy grenade launcher shots. He's kind of burning through resources.
I was going to say, he sees those grenades. I was thinking exactly that, yep.
Well, just trying to find a bead at this point. He knows based on
en
audio.
Buggas
rotating back and forth in this little brick tunnel underneath.
En cuanto salga yo primero le lanzaría una de esas. De la granada.
Snakeice still has the high ground here. Not a ton of materials, 18 builds. At some point, he's going to have to opt to either push this or rotate away, and now might be the time to rotate away, unless Buggas going to push from behind. We'll see here. Big up.
Oh, wait, actually,
not even
vale, pero tiene una legendaria.
Combat, number 4 slot there. Easy Bugger separating from each other a little bit, not necessarily pressuring early.
Ahí arriba que tiene un
pressure,
sniper.
game 1 of 6 for the World Cup.
Que bueno, tiene el Barret, así que tampoco. Ahí tenemos a Buga.
Advantageous to get that siphon. He's looking for a shot. The heavy snipe. Work goes and not
Nada.
quite enough. Bugger misses just behind as Snakeice sneaks away on the higher floors of that north side building in London.
Yeah, Buga winds up seeing that middle cherry blossom tree get
La verdad es que esos juncos, o sea, los arbolitos pequeños, te dan 50, ahí tenemos a Benji, te dan 50 de material cada uno de esos, tío.
Because the animation of the tree breaking gives away your position. So if you want to make sure you stay a little bit more hidden in your games at home, only break trees down to 50 total health left and leave them. You'll get a ton of materials, but you'll also still remain as hidden as possible. Benji Fishy, a player with very high expectations from the community here this weekend. Did play yesterday, I believe, placed 14.
92 personas.
Savage. The first stink bomb comes on through, and with that damage, it looks like Benji Fishy wants a fight, but unfortunately does take 50 immediately from the back, and we'll go ahead and just
al Benji Fishy, no.
Frustration on his face, and I can't blame him. Shots as he's attempting to push a little bit on Nate right there. Pleasant Park still inside the safe zone, so moving away.
Ay, mi Benji Fishy que me lo matan.
Have to happen just yet. We'll see. Nate takes an opportunity, rotates all the way across to that treehouse building, the southwest corner.
Vamos Benji Fishy. Ahí tenemos a Storm y a Crew.
Crew not alone down here. A little bit of a build fight back and forth, and they are not inside the zone. 91 players remain right now. Only 9 have gone down. It's early in the game. It's going to stay very, very hot.
Es que cuando te quedas en una situación así, tío, dices, claro, le sales, o sea, le vas, me va. Nunca lo vas a saber.
Yep, he doesn't want to step out, potentially get shot. Rotate back down underneath and maybe check his other sides. Meanwhile, King led Wiki in a 1v1. King on the defensive. At this point, he might have the high ground. Oh my gosh! Sneaks the shotgun shot in right before the ramp can go down.
Alex Wick ha matado.
Oh no!
Y se ríe.
No. And you see King, a little bit of a smirk right there yesterday when we had a little bit of a, maybe I guess you could say trash talk in the game. It was Skeptic who winds up going down to Mongrel Mitro. This time I think King will live to see another fight. But, ooh, I like some of this little spiciness to kick off game number 1. He wins that fight with a quick wall retake and edit on through.
Mongrel está ahí.
Creo, Hornet, and
y a Let's también lo tengo ahí, Atlantis Let's.
And you see on your screen on the backside, Lechi, Baw, and Mongrel still there as well.
Flutter Noise rotating through, looks like on a ball on the backside.
A Bissell lo tenemos por ahí.
Put the replay up of exactly
how
that played out. Storm here.
A ver, el replay ese, repetición.
Oh, full send into the air and does catch the shots there. The burst SMG proving useful even mid-air.
Vaya jugador, tú.
Probably not the exact item that players want, but still making use of it. Uh-oh, it's a corn fight. Dr. Lupo, you're used to this in Nebraska. As right now we've got Rogue Shark. Yeah, this is, I mean, you've got a ton of skill in this one. As we see Rogue Shark currently dropping down the bandage for the moment. Already the ramp goes through, and Rogue Shark just wasn't ready for it, so he didn't catch what happened right there, Dr. Lupo. Quick little breakdown.
Vaya jugada se está haciendo la gente aquí,
He lost control of his wall, but because he had no pyramid inside his box, the opponent placed a ramp and then passed the ramp for extra cover. It's one of the fastest but most effective ways to take out an opponent when they're inside their 1x1. Left Eye did just get an elimination. Does use that shockwave to get away from Eraus, but solid start as well, and I believe I did just see a fan favorite in Vivid in the elimination feed picking up his first elim.
Storm starting to move. We have 56 seconds. My apologies before the next circle closes, and it is a big crunch to the center of the map. You might not be able to see in the bottom right there, but folks, it is just
claro, si te clasificas aquí para la de solo, ganas 50.000 pavos por la cara, o sea, no es que...
Dubs. Trying to push from the outside of Flintlock from his opponent to rotate away, and Dubs does not want to let them go. 46 back-to-back hits, and he can't find a bead on Evil Mare. Goes down out here at the old Greasy Grove
ha tenido ese tío.
You see Evil Mare with still just in total about 80 HP. Got the 50 back for the elimination, so when you calculate
mucha suerte ha tenido ahí, tío.
30 health left, so Dubs so close, but not able to connect with that final combat shotgun shot, and Dr. Lupo,
tampoco
look at
tiene las
this
mejores
inventory
armas.
for Riverson for Team Liquid. 6 shockwave grenades, 2 minis, 3 chug splashes, a launch pad. Weapons a little bit awkward, if I'm going to be honest. Just a scoped assault rifle and a epic tactical shotgun. But Storm Surge is coming to play in Dr. Lupa. We haven't really touched on that yet today. Inform the viewers at home as to exactly what this is.
So Storm Surge is a mechanic to prevent.
Lo que no sé por qué ponen, tío, es lo del daño ese de la tormenta a jugadores que no hacen daño a otros. Tío, o sea, a ver, ¿sabes? Eso lo hacen para que sí o sí te tienes que pelear con gente, tío. O sea, si tú quieres jugar calmado, tío, deja que juegue calmado.
You can't really just sit still the entire time. You've got to get engaged, get involved with what's going on.
And it ends when we go below that threshold. Exactly. Up this first threshold, you have to drop below 70 players. So Storm Surge will remain in play right now until 69 players is reached. You see Boogie with elimination, Blaster with 1 as well.
Un Chukyug.
Players above the damage
tenemos a Aqua, que no sabía que era de España, pero lo tenemos. Twins.
Frantically searching for some damage they can do.
Pica por ahí atrás.
In a safe spot.
Aqua on your screen, one of the World Cup
champions
from yesterday. Just outside of Dusty Divot, shots inside here. Colorful trying to rotate back away. Doesn't want to quite get caught just yet. Those splashes, by the way, one of the best healing items in the game right now in scrimmages and competitive Fortnite. An instant throw 20, and it's HP or shield. It will transfer across both. May not be able to get this off quite yet. It's got to cancel. Oh, he did indeed. Yep. Kurtz applying pressure from the side. Not a lot of ammunition right now in the inventory. Only 70 medium rounds for that heavy AR. Not the favorite for a spray weapon. Great at tap fire at a distance, though.
Look at how dead center this zone is in the bottom right of your screen. Mr. Savage did just get an elimination down on him often. Mr. Savage still alive in this one. Looking to bounce back from yesterday. I know Mr. Savage wasn't too happy with the final performance. Kurtz still, we saw the player piece on him. From Brazil, trying to rep for his family. Class elimination there as well on the Twins.
Está activo.
And Storm Surge is now active. The players still above, so people will begin taking damage, and that's a solid chunk with that common tactical shotgun. But another player begins to throw their name into the hat. Doc Lupo, Kurtz, no more shield left. We'll back up for the moment.
Se lo están poniendo jodido
At this point, with the circle where it is,
bastante
60
jodido.
seconds before things start to close, and I would say maybe a third of the field is still outside of the next safe zone. You're going to see a lot of players pushing to Loot Lake. You have to realize, if you're watching at home here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, competitive Fortnite is very much about late game strategy and positioning. 74 players right now remaining does not surprise us in the slightest, to be honest, especially with how much money is on the line. Arians goes down. Start picking up that one, but not enough damage dealt. You see the Storm Surge. 2 more players need to get eliminated.
I think he just got up now as players began to drop. So Wakey went down to the Storm, Skype with an elimination onto Astonish. So we are 1 player away from the end of Storm Surge, and there it is as we just hit the threshold. So now no more panic has to come through for these players for the moment. The next one will come into play in a couple more zones as Keenstar right now, the double qualified player from France, currently set on up against Bucky as they are.
Bucky le llaman en inglés.
Just to see exactly where things move through here. Just want to hold these edits and look out. No reason to apply too much pressure just yet. He's kind of waiting to see other players that maybe are rotating away, and that's exactly the play. Bucky, by the way, a player that we've seen.
Tiene 4 lanzaderas y 4 hogueras. Y se ha hecho mucho daño a él. Se ha hecho mucho daño con eso, tío.
Will he use one of the campfires in the inventory?
Sí, yo utilizaría una, Yo utilizaría una.
It depends on the play. If he's looking towards late game, he's going to try and hold on to those for a heal off.
Por ahí. Mongrel lo han matado. No está Mega por ahí.
A quick reminder, by the way, on the right side of your screen,
Mongrel
Victory Royale, the
lo han
wins
matado.
with 10 placement points. Those are big. Top 5 is 7 points. Top 15 is 5.
Prisionero queda vivo, chicos. Prisionero está vivo y tiene bastante. ¿Lo acaban de matar? No. Vale, no. Domentos está por ahí también. Keenstar. Vaya concentración de gente ahí. ¿Dónde está Mongrel, tío?
Skype picking shots. I believe that's on DRG, just to the south. More pressure applied there. He's trying to sneak any shot he can through. Actually, it's challenged. Surprises me. Doesn't go for the build there to protect and get a better spot. Wow, that's solid damage. Let's go for it.
Solid damage. And look what's also on the ground right there. The legendary infantry rifle. Still can swap to that when needed. Right now, choosing to go with the spray weapons. This is a player that's close. We have a replay coming on in soon of Mega.
¿Cuánto material tiene él? Cabrón, tú. Ahí tenemos a Mega que ha matado a alguien.
Dubs already dropped his cable. See how Mega plays this one. Get to the opponent's box. 2 clean shots. There it comes through, and near max materials.
Bastante bueno, Mega.
As well as chug splashes will be sitting pretty.
Cada vez que necesita materiales, pim pam para atrás.
Zone did just pop on up, moving to kind of the eastern side of the current zone. And what we're seeing right now from
Ahora volverá por materiales.
He's got extra materials back, so he's going to run back, build out a little bit, grab the excess materials, and continue to tunnel with these mats. He's also juggling items over as well to still have the ability to use these whenever he would like to wish to. In these next zones. Here's everyone on the map, a rocket being fired on the far side.
¿Alguien sabe si Mongral sigue vivo? Y Prisionero estaba por ahí, no, ya no lo veo. Bíceps, Mongral, vale, Mongral está ahí atrás, vale, Mongral sigue vivo. Prisionero también le va el comandante este.
Zate was in the lead with Saf yesterday, 5 of the 6 games, but in the end not able to close it out. As you see, just continuing to spray. Is above the damage threshold. This next threshold of players, Dr. Lupo, 50. So we're about a minute away before it activates. Bizzle with elimination, though, down on the Snakeice.
At this point, too, you have a lot of players. Crunch is going to start to happen. Player count starting to dwindle. The loadout here in Zate's inventory, a single shadow bomb going to be used for rotation if he has to. Not quite yet, though. He's already in the next safe zone.
Buah, mira, es que quedan 61 personas en mira el círculo, tío. Mira la maldita tormenta y las personas que quedan, macho. Muy difícil, tío.
Immediate swap, a 69 shield pack, solid crit through the wall.
69 que se ha llevado. Así que gratis. Ahí tenemos, a ver.
Keep in mind, here we go. Keep in mind. No healing for Zate, so you can see just how cautiously he's taking these fights.
Oh, yeah.
¿Dónde pone los materiales que le quedan a este? ¿O no le quedan?
Of the double heavy sniper. Sure, we've seen solo players try to use it to their advantage.
No sé. Ah, vale, sí. 366, 360 y 200. Ahí estamos vendiendo, creo que un replay. Puede ser.
Here comes Storm Surge for players pushing on in. Not a threat for Lolboom as he's 409 above, but Karhu did just go down to that Storm Surge, so an unfortunate game number 1 there, and some free shockwave to pick up Dr. Lupo will be extremely useful in these rotating zones, and oh man, Lolboom is eating the Stink Bomb, 50 damage, Dr. Lupo. Terrible
spot Lupo está jugando. No lo he visto en toda la partida. A ver. Benjifish está ahí solito. Dice, a mí ni me toquéis. Vivid por ahí. ¿Te fue? ¿Queda vivo? Madre mía, mira eso, Mr. Savage que va para allá. Mira eso.
World Cup apartment complex. You have countless players
stacked in
together. Bizzle going for the edit reset, can't quite catch himself just yet.
Dice, lo está viendo mal.
Making plays happen. A lot of people have him high up on the.
Ahí tenemos a que ha matado a Yarkos.
Down onto Aqua, who obviously was our
ha matado a Aqua y que era español, si no.
Start in game number 1, Bizzle.
Si
one of the
mal no
most
recuerdo.
consistent and winningest Fortnite pro players of all time, Dr. Lupo. When you say a veteran in Fortnite competitive, Bizzle is at the top of that list, but here's Yarkos again, now on the high ground after that first elimination down onto Aqua, looking for more right now as he's got ultimate high.
This is one of the best spots in the game right now. We'll have to see where the map is going to rotate, the north-northwest, so he's going to have to make a move soon. A very hefty weapon loadout. Not a whole ton of rotation. Does have the 2 launch pads, does have the redeploy, but those are going to leave you exposed up in the air. Little look back, King. Making rotation here. The feed starting to light up. 38 players.
Oh, yeah.
And that count is going to go down, down, down. Zate eliminated by Left Eye. Colorful taking up another one out as well. King, 4 eliminations. You have to remember, placement points don't kick in until top 25, so he only has those 4. But those are 4 very, very big points. Here we go, the Storm starting to pressure players. You're going to see a lot of launch pads and redeploys coming to play, and those community movement mechanics like launch pads placed on the ground could be tough. A player actually just flew right through King's box.
That could have been bad, Dr. Lupo. That could have been real bad.
Menos mal que no se la ha quedado ahí, tío.
See here, Benji fishing the feed, taking another elimination. Top 35 now. Jacks, we're coming 30 seconds away from the next circle.
And Mr. Savage trying to contest Rux for height as they both continue to build on up.
Vale, Prisionero sigue vivo.
Goes to the shot. Rux gives it up for the moment, so game 1 right now, the height goes to Mr. Savage, but there's still a ton of time left on the low ground right now. You've got Pika week, Class week, Fledermoy's week, Tuesday week as well. Mr. Savage has shot down Rux for the moment. He still continues to keep height. Yarko's
ha matado al Prisionero.
right now. 27 players left. Placement points about to come into play.
Yarkos takes the ultimate high in the backside.
Queda Mega, Mr. Savage.
Cross-rank left of your screen, multiple players. Ultimate low ground warriors down there, both in and out.
Benji
Ballers. Class looks like he might be a campfire in the middle of it. Mr. Savage.
King had 7 limbs, and it's made it into
Pero si hace nada tenía 4 el chaval este.
The number 1 performance so far in game 1, 120 in total HP. Can he find us a limb? No! As the crowd erupts.
Bueno, top 25 es 7 kills, ¿sabes? Top 25 es 7 kills.
27 players left, Dr. Lupo. King eliminates the last 2 to make it a top 25 for the placement points.
Huge plays there. Waylon Kurtz going down to the feed. What a shot and a quick edit swap there.
Al Lobum.
Top 15. Top 15. Meg with an elim. Your feed in the top left. One of the most important things to watch if you're looking for players' names. Here he's gonna have to wait and bait players out. Movement now. Here it is. The Shadow Bomb for rotation. He's still got 2 more in his inventory, which this late in the game is huge. He does have the 3 shockwave grenades as well.
Tampoco tiene tanto material y está gastando todo ahora y la madera no la gasta.
Rotation. 8 players remaining. Jack Yarkos, 4 eliminations. Everyone in here getting those placement points.
Vaya deleteada nada más salir.
No builds. Going to be tough there. Psalm picking up that elim.
El pisado ese.
Right now moving forward. But not only that, 2 shadow bombs left, still with shockwave grenades too.
¿Quién queda?
The number 1 point we've seen in competitive Fortnite this weekend. When do you use the shockwave to go for height?
Hostia, vale, al Mr. Savage lo han matado tú.
Bugha sees that. That was him taking a look for exactly where the player is. I think it's time, Dr. Lupo. No, shadow bomb will be used. Okay, so not quite
El
doing
Bugha y
it
las
yet.
Shadow Bombs están ahí.
I was looking to see.
He's saving those. Don't you worry. I guarantee before too long, a player like this is going to make plays. Sitting the edge of the storm, the box up. He's going for edit shots.
Toma
Big
otro.
hit. My gosh. The outside. Bugha picking up his 6th elimination. Creo, Rux, Bugha all on the low ground.
Este creo que va primero ahora. Ahora mismo está creo que primero.
One player just shockwave the height. It's still Sam up top.
Still got it. Same floor as Creole. 1v1 up top, 1v1 on the bottom, stuck in the box. Big hits, back-to-back shots. Bugha picking up another elimination. Bugha is insane now. Almost going to be his game to win. We'll see another one. Can he find the 9th elimination and the first victory royale?
Escúchame. Pero que rayo.
It might be time soon.
Que se ha
It
metido
might be
este.
time soon. Bugha smiling. He's got the health
Se ha
advantage on
metido
Creo.
este.
Folks, it might be time for the shockwave play. Bugha could soar up into the sky. Go for it. Here it is. Shockwave to height. Shots coming in. No elimination yet for the first game victory royale.
Oh my gosh. Confident play from Bugha.
Vaya jugada se ha metido. Vaya jugada se ha metido con las putas bombas. Vaya maldita jugada. Escúchame, escúchame. Se la ha sacado. Se la ha sacado.
For the victory royale. What a swing of points right there, Dr. Lupo. You get the win. You get max placement points. 9 elims too, folks.
Y aún estaba subiendo el pase de batalla,
Number 1
¿sabes?
for Bugha, and here it is again. The shockwave up. Creo tried to prepare. You see the damage coming
la ha
out
dejado
through, but
tocado,
at
la ha
that
dejado
point,
tocado.
with that much of a health advantage,
Estaba
Creo
una
stands
puta
no
buena.
shot.
Aunque el otro le hubiera metido un
What a
headshot, a lo
brilliant
mejor
ending.
no
Talking about a
habría.
great late game. Solos absolutely living up to the hype of the duo competition yesterday.
Imagine being in the World Cup Finals And instead of opting for a safe, stay down the bottom, wait, bait your shots, you throw a shockwave down.
Increíble la jugada esta última que se ha matado con las bombas estas de humo, las sombras. Madre mía, la bestialidad, 9 kills y gana. Como alguien no haga una partida muy buena, a lo mejor este queda primero, el Buga este.
Bugha winds up pushing forward, looking for where his next victim could be, and then pops out of the shadow and eliminates the player. It happened 3 times right there, and it was big reasons why he was able to push on through. Bugha, an incredible performance. What is that, 19 points in game number 1?
Game number 1.
I don't see how anyone's above that.
At this point, I mean, we're going to take a look exactly to see where
like I predicted it.
That falls on the leaderboards. No surprise here, a 9-point lead out of game 1. King, 7 eliminations. We saw that earlier. Sadly, goes down a little bit before those top couple placements. Psalm, Rux, Yarkos, ton of top-tier players across the board right now. But a 9-point lead after game 1 is absolutely incredible.
And you look at the leaderboard right now, a big talk of yesterday, EU versus NA. EU, why so quiet earlier in the day? NA, why so quiet at the end of the day? 8 of the 10 top players after game 1, all from the US. Here's your 11th through 20th place right now. Benji Fishy on there. Evil Man on there as well.
Prisionero no sé en qué posición estará, Pero Prisionero ha durado bastante, El Diego GBS no sé dónde estaba. Pero de momento ha durado.
Was so excited to kick it off today with millions watching online. They saw Bugha take game number 1. He's down on the floor with Jordan Fisher.
Bugha! Huge first game for the NA player. That's what you want to see. You want a health advantage at the end. 9 elims to cap off an incredible first game. What is your thought process going into the final moments of in-game, right? A 1v1 there at the end. You've got health advantage. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm pretty much low ground. I have like 200 mats, and I realized that I could probably make a play with the impulse, just go for right and just like get a big pump on him.
Amazing. Well, we saw that happen in real time. An amazing clutch for an end of a first game for Bugha. Yo, Jack, Lupo, that is exactly what you want to see, is it not?
I mean, I don't think you can really ask for much more than that. A victory royale and 9 elims. The man is so talented, has always been one of the top solo players in the North American region, and he shows
de momento ese tiene la copa. De momento, aún faltan algunas partidas.
Solid stuff.
What an incredible game out of the gate already. Number 1 down. We have 5 left to go. We want to take a look and see exactly how some of those pieces played out, how everything worked, and maybe a little bit of a deep dive into how some of these players play. So we're going to throw it over to Sundown at Unreal Island to take a look.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage. And while Bugha was able to dominate the rest of the lobby, I want to take a look at one of the other most marquee and aggressive players we saw. He had the entire lobby saying, Toda salve al rey de Argentina. It is King of 9Z with an incredible 70 elimination run in 20th place. Let's take a look at some of this gameplay. So right away, you'll notice, what is he doing? He's patented going forward, wall replace, on land 123. That's going to be the theme of these clips. He doesn't miss his shots, and he's not afraid to flex either. Throwing the donkey laugh out there, throwing him a little love, saying, I don't care who you are. Now he's sitting on the 4 elims. He's in the box fights, and he's constantly looking to pick up new targets. Replaces the wall from the side, turns around, and picks up a great elimination there on the Bucky in the rotation. But now watch on the squeeze on. 5 elims right now. Cones himself off. Look at this. The player challenges him. He's not building. He's going at him. He says, if you want to fight me, I shoot first. I am the king. Was able to go, but unfortunately gets caught there in the rotation, but still a brilliant performance from the young Argentinian. He's looking to challenge. He's looking to frag out with the best of the best, putting himself currently
tiene mucha mala suerte, podría haberla ganado.
He has played so absurdly well in that first game. This is what it's all about. If you can bring your aggression, what you do in the qualifiers, and take it to this stage, and you don't have nerves. If you're like Bugha and say, I'm gonna go. If you're like King and say, you wanna edit, I'll shoot first. I'll take the 50 health on Elim there, and I will take the point in staying in the match. You can wait and watch me dominate. Let's get into match 2, because that first match was insane. Courage and Lupo, take it away, guys.
Sundown, thank you so much. Appreciate the quick analysis
Ahora
of
se está
everything
llenando
that
más el
happened in the middle of that
escenario,
game. A lot of action here at the Fortnite World Cup solo competition. This is the last day for the entire event as well. I hope everyone has enjoyed Marshmallow's concert. We have tons of people here in the crowd. Yeah. Absolutely.
Ha ganado Buga, tío.
So much fun.
No sé de qué team es, pero ha ganado uno. Mira, Buga, 9 kills, tío. O sea, las últimas 4 o 5 se las ha hecho increíble con las granadas de sombra, tío. Increíble este pavo.
Do you guys want to see another Fortnite World Cup next year? Should we do this again?
I'm thinking, yeah.
All right, budget's approved, Epic, it's happening. But folks, let's get back into the action. Game number 2 about to begin. Buga, the superstar of Game 1, the talk on all social media with the hashtag Fortnite World Cup.
Todo el mundo tiene el ratón este del Ninja, tío.
The lobby is ready.
Yo aquí con mi Razer de Faber, ¿sabes? Aquí. Qué bueno. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empieza.
Solos competition here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals starts right now.
La verdad es que el prisionero ha llegado bastante lejos. Creo que ha quedado en el top 25, creo que ha hecho. Pero no sé, tío. Ahí tenemos a Benjifish, a Tifu. A ver, a Mongra lo tenemos ahí. ¿A quién más? A ver. Así vamos al Mr. Savage. He visto al Mega, he visto a Taps. Mr. Savage por ahí. No me ha dado tiempo a verlo. Tenemos a Buga, que es el que ha ganado esta. Bissell ya ha matado a uno. Buga va primero. De momento Buga tiene los 3 millones en la manita. Así, le están ahí. Todo el partner. Español solo está... No, está prisionero y un tal Dieguito GB, que no sé ni quién coño es. Es que como ganes esto te hace millonario, tío. Bueno, y ¿sabes? O sea, solo por estar ahí, 50.000 pavos te llevas. 50.000, que con eso yo lo mismo que me haría es un setup o un pisito. Bueno, con 50.000 a lo mejor un pisito no, pero el setup seguro. Ahí tenemos a Aqua, que también... Aqua también es español. Aqua es español, que me he dado cuenta antes. Es español. Voy a meter, pum. Voy a meter. Meteré Aqua. ¡Aqua! Otra vez que han matado al Agua, tú. No, Agua no gana ni de coña, tú. Pero ni de coña. Dice que ha matado. Ah, vale, no, esa es la. Y la llamita. La llamita para mí. Ha visto el Bice. Twins Hard 46 en his qualifying matches.
Elims in his qualifying matches. That is so many eliminations to get to this point. Over 10 games, that's huge.
And most players didn't even get to play the full 10, so
46 eliminaciones en 10. En 10 estos son una media de...
Right there. Yep. 2 shadow bombs, already has a flint knock sitting on minis and a pump.
6. No, 6 no, que coño. 4 o 5 eliminaciones, pero bueno, a ver, no está mal. O no sé, tío. No sé si ha querido decir 46 en total o 46 en una. Ahí tenemos a Mr. Savage. Joder, han matado al Stompy, han matado al Domentos. Han matado al Stompy y Domentos.
Chess spawn counts in the entire game.
Mr. Savage, que es el mejor de los mejores desde que nació, se supo. Forjado y creado por los mejores dioses del Olimpo. Ahí tenemos a Nix, a Hornet. Han caído en Rivera, tú. Que por ejemplo, a lo mejor ganas como ha hecho el anterior y a lo mejor ese nada más caer, de repente te matan. O sea, has perdido una oportunidad increíble porque de momento ese tiene los 3 millones en la manita. Lo está oliendo. Porque tener 9 kills y hacer victoria, tío, un montón de puntos. Más de... A ver, teniendo en cuenta... A ver, 10, 19... 19... Pues casi 30 puntos ahora conseguir en una partida, tú.
Without having to chew through too many rounds. Reload here, the drum shotgun. So much damage dealt with this thing so far. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes in for it here in just a second, and he does. Watching that corner, Hornet still on the defensive. Long-range spray from a drum shotgun isn't enough, but up close, the thing is very, very deadly. Nyx picking up first elimination for him in this game.
Also with the emote after the eliminations. That's 2 so far. This is spicy.
Jack, you
love it. I love this. You love it. I get like 1 limit for every 3 games.
Online,
so
open, access,
it's fantastic.
A very important
o sea, las puertas abiertas para que oiganse.
Eliminations in the online opens at 61 during his qualifying week. That's crazy too. And Nyx from Brazil.
Lo que no sé si ahí tenemos a Tifu. Ha caído en el mismo sitio que antes.
En el mismo.
All they would do was kind of just stomp through their lobbies. We always talked about how insane it was. Here's the inventory for Tifu right now. 4 minis, 3 big shields,
good lord,
4 shadow bombs, good lord, a launch pad, a legendary infantry rifle, a blue
tío
pump
consigue
shotgun.
loot debajo de las piedras, Antes ha empezado con una escala, una pampa, un sniper y un subfusil de estos legendarios. Y ahora empieza con esto, tío. Tiene para curarse, para rotar, para matar. Sí, todo.
There's so much loot here at the block, so many materials, so many opportunities to get an advantageous position too, because you're right up the hill, like I said before, this baller spawns up there. Those are going to get grabbed pretty quick, but if they don't, if you're lucky enough, you have free rotation as well. It's also not terribly far from a slipstream to the south, just past the umbrella.
Mr. Savage,
meanwhile, Mr. Savage stuck in a 1v1 down here. Happy Hammer, there's actually 3 players total. My apologies, you see on the minimap on the bottom right there.
No sé si tiene
they can't see those arrows, but we definitely can, and Crew and Takamura still down inside in the building.
Mejor, Mr. Savage.
Audio cues trying to listen.
La verdad también ha durado bastante Mr. Savage,
really moving. Crew trying to do some wall
no ha conseguido ganar esa primera partida.
A material buffer in case fighting does happen here. I think Mr. Savage going to rotate out.
Adiós a Tifu otra vez.
Tifu with the player just in front. It's like a fight he's potentially looking to take. Not sure exactly what the health is of the opponent just ahead, but you got to think, okay, so
quiere que pique para reventarle.
Tifu did a bit of damage as Kluja will begin to heal on up, so it does look like Tifu damaged the player, thought about challenging, but for right now, we'll just box for a moment. They are very, very soon going to have to move towards the zone.
If you're watching online and you get an opportunity here to clip some shots from Tifu, it's going to be very accurate. We've seen it before, and we'll see him again with that infantry rifle. One of the best in the game.
That was kind of greedy from Tifu. He has a ton of materials. I think he didn't expect his opponent to challenge and go for a shot.
Tiene todos los materiales, ya está
full.
full.
To save a couple walls of wood.
Acaba de empezar la partida, tío.
And Kluja says, you know what? I'm out of here, and the zone's already there. So Tifu has a long trek ahead of him. Might have to decide if he's going to use the launch pad here. Probably not, as he does have the slipstreams down below, but still will take some damage from this storm.
If there is a rift spawn up at the burger, he can take the zip across, jump off midway through, and go down and grab it. We'll see.
Booga eliminated to start off this game in 90th place. So our game 1 winner out early on, which means that that 9-point lead will surely be cut down as this one goes on. Quick thing I want to remind everyone of, yesterday we
han matado al ganador de la anterior partida,
trend in the world on Twitter. I'm going to challenge all of you right now. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup across everywhere. Send in how you're watching today. Let me know who you think's going to win. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup everywhere from the millions of you all tuning on in. Can't stress that enough. Let everyone know that one of the largest events of all time concludes today with a $30 million prize pot in total throughout the weekend.
Kizar holding an edit here. Stuck in a little stalemate. He's going to hold that side, look for the shot. Can't quite find it. Player backs out of that. Not fast enough.
Mr. Savage goes down to Mega.
Big names eliminated.
Han matado, creo que a Mr. Savage, lo ha matado Mega.
Solos. Kizar holding this edit yet again. Just trying to wait and watch to see if he's going to spot this player and make a move. This might be a opportunity to make a play here. Twins kind of baiting the ultimate
Twins
high ground.
contra... No sé quién estaba ahí, tío. ¿Quién está?
Let's get it. Pressure apply, gonna jump up. He built the ramp preemptively to defend against any shots. Here it is, a shot from the side.
Primera para ti.
Contact. Twins down to 90 total HP. Big hit there with the shot. He can try and rotate up on the outside, getting pressured against the edge of the storm, and a build off is kind of the only answer at this point. Quick, and it's down. Doesn't quite
Se la ha llevado.
player inside.
Y no tiene nada para curarse. Eso es jodidísimo,
14 HP left for Twins. A build
lo único que puede
fight
hacer es
is all
lucharla
he's got left. He
y
could shadow and try and get away, but if the player inside is
rezar.
smart enough.
Bueno, tiene nada sombra, tío, vete de ahí.
Shoot. Twins is going to go down. We'll see here. One pump is all it takes, though, with this thing. 150 HP. So,
oh my gosh.
Almost going down there. No shield remaining. A back and forth between these two.
Ninguno tenía para curarse, pero ahí está Quinta para cambiar las cositas.
The shotty there and Twins eliminated. Move towards Storm Surge kicking on in. I do want to point out where this next zone is. Spoke to production. We'll bring that back in for you all.
Está un poquito lejos la zona.
Insane zone number 2 will be for everyone on this map.
Actually, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, because they have a long, long run ahead. Look at that.
All the
a third
way
of the
to
zone
south side.
Off the map.
Not only are you forced all the way to the bottom of the map, you've got nothing on the south end.
Bueno, tampoco tiene mucho material el Kingstar.
Players going to get compressed together. I would expect going
Pero
into circle 3 or 4, you're going to see
Warning.
a very low
Ahí
player
tenemos,
count
creo que
in
se ve ahí por ahí.
comparison to last game. We're already down to 75.
Vale, de momento ahí no hay
Storm Surge
ninguno
now
así
getting
famosito.
kick in. You have 5 players that need to go down before
Ah, no, Vivid, está
damage
Liquid
starts
Vivid,
to go
sí.
out to those
Bueno,
that
que ya no
have
sé si
not
está en
dealt
Team
enough of
Liquid,
it.
pero bueno.
Multiple players bunkering up here at Happy Hamlet. Not a whole lot of real estate left. Shots going out there. You heard that minigun, one of the very, very good weapon for applying pressure to structures, especially when you see other players are taking shots at the same target.
Aquí es una replay arriba.
Play between Niddle, opponent inside the box. Caught above, but headed down. Can't quite find the first shot. Follows through with a second, third, fourth, and the elimination.
Had 1 health left.
A 1 de vida lo han dejado a ese tío.
He was stuck at 50, meaning he was under 1 HP. He had effectively 0.9% health. And goes down right there. His opponent can't win the fight as
ahí tenemos a Kingstar otra vez, que no sé cómo ha llegado hasta allí, tú.
Nakamura on your screen, 179 total HP.
Nakamura,
that's a tough battle you have here, Dr. Lupo. Do you use your last healing item in the big shield for only 21, or do you hope maybe 179 health is enough for the next fight? It's a double-edged sword, a tough decision to make. Storm Surge still active. 4 more players need to go down before it ends.
Trying to get the wall there, can't quite find it. Quick edit up and out. Solid. Gonna make the rotation away. Waiting. This is just an opportunity. He's basically trying to bait to see if the player
inside is gonna
head out.
Shot
Lecce hits the tree. It might cost him. Pressure being applied now. The 1v1 not over quite yet.
Ahí es muy mal asomar, tío.
Be very effective. The spread from a top-down position like this is like a guaranteed crit. Here we go. Shot from behind, can't quite make contact yet.
Zone now hitting for 2 as well.
Player's gonna have to go for it very soon. Here we go. Another shockwave to push away. Storm Surge is active. He's way above, and those bandages are gonna be key to survival. We'll see. I guess the swap in position. But she took the high ground temporarily here.
They're at a point now where they basically just,
have to
one of them needs to get in a fight. One of them needs to win this fight if they want to survive for the 50 extra health. Lecce slowly taking this damage, 2 ticks every second, and it's going quick. Dr. Lupo now down to just 12 HP. This could be done here momentarily. A shot, no! Moffin wins it with the quick
no, tío, todo por esa mierda de árbol que había ahí,
using 4 bandages, the 50 health puts him back up to 100. It should be enough to move on in. Storm Surge now over as well, and the next zone just popped up, and it's even more southwest. Tifu still alive in this game. So far, 0 eliminations. Still, though, with this magnificent inventory for the late game.
I just want to say that the bait outside in the storm, forcing your opponent to take damage, knowing that they're not healing through their own HP, basically a way of weakening them, and then you choose the time to engage, means you don't even have to be as active as before. That shotgun, Tifu take a couple shots, and that player on rotation with the Shadow Bomb, a little more difficult to see them since they're basically invisible. They are a shadow.
Yeah.
Is that why they call it a Shadow Bomb?
Not entirely sure yet, as I'm still figuring that out. Tifu not safe in the next zone. Is he going to use launch pad?
You are not safe, my man.
Places down right here.
My friend.
Oh, no damage being applied. attempt to try and bait. Doesn't put down that launch pad. Here we go. Thought for a second he might go for the safe.
Allí va
Chooses not to, flying past multiple players in shadow bomb move. And here we go. Shots from the backside. Pressure being applied on Tfue. He's going to have the box up for just a second. There it is. Shadow bomb and door edit. He'll make a move on the outside. He is in the shadow form still, and you can keep this by jumping against the wall.
That was not a good shadow bomb, I can tell you right now.
There. Big hit from above, down to 55 HP. Tfue, the edit from the outside, and he is eliminated by King.
And look who it is again, King, the player with 7 eliminations in game number 1. Keeps the aggression going in game 2. The heavy sniper that immediately destroys that wall and is rewarded with incredible loot max builds as well. Tfue, a very quiet start to today's World Cup competition.
Se va a llevar más de 100.000
A little bit of shield damage, but a big hit from the outside. Using a heavy snipe to take that wall almost instantly. Very intelligent play there.
Quedan aún 59 personas, tío.
More aggressive players we've seen thus far.
Yep. It's working out up to this point.
¿Quién está por ahí? Lo estoy viendo. Tampoco he visto a Mongral ni a ningún español aún, tío.
And this is a far southwest. Remember, about a third of it is in the water right now. Nobody's on the island, the outside. We're going to see where this
Hemos visto agua, pero agua la han matado.
There it is, focused just to the west.
Así lo ha dejado tocaete,
the ice mountain right there.
But look at how many players are stacked on the right side of that zone. So if you're currently in this next zone, on that north or east side, you can put a ton of damage downrange as everyone has to move right at you. You see Karu does go down to Diego GB in your elimination feed. Drop coming on through. Crew boxed up. Creo boxed up. Rux under 100 health. Has to play this one safely, but they are so far on the east side of the zone. This one's going to move quite quick, Ben. They've got to be ready for it. There's already the first shockwave used. Rux trying to shoot them from behind. Not able to get elimination there. Class so far away. Will use the launch pad and just begin to move towards this circle.
To think at this point with both placement and eliminations before too long here. King maybe taking an opportunity to push into the first place position on the leaderboards, especially with Bugha going down so early in this game, 90th place.
I love this outfit for Rux right now.
Este cuando he visto el nombre pensaba que era Rius. Este creo que ha ganado
set up to play in the Fortnite World Cup.
La de dúos, no, la de dúos la ganaron Aqua y Nitro.
The guy looks great. I'm going to give a shout out.
El Pro AM no sé quién lo ganó.
Fortnite World Cup champion right there, Rux.
¿Quién ganó? Ah, sí, los chinos. Entonces este no sé ni de qué me suena.
Only a 6 damage tag from the side there. Doesn't have to panic too much. That I would panic a little more about.
When you have no movement.
Lo han reventado. Lo han reventado por todos lados.
Literally exactly what I just spoke about. King on your
El
screen,
King,
but
tío,
also something we haven't spoken a lot about. Reverse 2K.
Y más o menos.
Duo with Ninja. Able to qualify
Mira,
together for this
ahora
competition,
tiene el máximo daño por
now seeing what he can do by himself.
Por esto, por partido, por partida, y tiene 574 de daño cada hecho.
Quick note, King currently has the highest damage in the match, 574, meaning, like I said, that aggressive gameplay. Still in it, still
es muy agresivo.
Still trying to get the beat on players in a quick beat on aspect up the ramp, caught off guard by an edit play. A shot through the wall. King gets the follow through with the edit. Nate goes down. He is playing out of his mind right now.
King reminds me of back from the earlier duo competitions when they would just try to fight anyone they saw. King, 7 eliminations in game 1, now 4 eliminations in game number 2, and there's still 42 players remaining. And there is only one person in the next zone that just popped up, Dr. Lupo. It is as far west as possible.
Madre mía, tú, el King. O sea, aparte que este tendrá 12, 13 años, 14 máximo. Ha entrado el nuevo en 9Z, tío. Y toma, se está cargando todo Dios. Al Tfue se lo ha cargado. O sea, pero así, en 2 segundos se lo carga. Lo que no sé, prisionero. Si sigue vivo, creo que no, O algún español, aunque sea. A Aqua lo han matado. Madre mía, madre mía. A ver si vemos por aquí una vista general prisionero o alguien. Va a ser que no. Chicos, por favor, todo el mundo, compartir el directo y dejar un like, ¿vale? Os lo agradecería muchísimo y no os cuesta nada para apoyar el canal, que la meta de este verano son los 1000 suscriptores. Y de momento vamos más o menos en buen camino. A ver. Lo ha reventado ese. A lo mejor va por él, no sé. Es que son 3 millones lo que están diciendo, ¿sabes? Vale, Kingstar ha matado a uno. Mira cuántas personas hay en ese punto. O sea, es que es imposible, o sea... Ya solo con llegar ahí te llevas 50.000, tío. O sea, un niño de 14 años que tendrá 50.000 pavos, para ti. ¿Qué te dices? ¿Te lo gastas en chuches? Han matado al Yarkos. Dubs aún está ahí. Han matado a Pika, han matado al Snakeice ese. Sí, no sé cómo se llama.
4 more from placement points, which if you make it to the top 25, instantly 3 points earned. That is on the mind of every player still remaining, and the zone's still moving west now.
Still moving, man.
Shots through. Minigun, a quick swap there, picks the shotty back up. Interesting little play on the fly there from Zell. Trying to do just enough damage to the wall. Here we go. Shockwave. Gonna look for optimal placement. Maybe a little bit of time to disrupt the shockwave into a shadow bomb.
Buenísima esa, tío. Kings acaba de farmear a otro. Sinceramente ese pavo es increíble,
Thus far for game 2, 5 eliminations. We are in the top 25 for placement now, so those points go up, and that's got to push King even higher on the board.
Yeah, King was already surging towards the top of our leaderboards. Now could very well be after this game. King spraying on through with the submachine gun. Players moving as fast as they can over this mountain. The left side of your screen, now the full screen. Enku still moving through.
¿Esto quién es? ¿Esto quién es?
Fishy's still alive in this game, just took down Drakens.
Isa aún está, Bibi. Al Mr. Saba se lo habían farmeado. Dub sigue por ahí. Este sigue aquí, sinceramente.
17 HP will only be at 42 effective health. I mean, if he gets any further than this, it'll be an absolute miracle. No, down.
Nada, tío, nada. Han matado al King. No, pero por Kills tiene. Yo creo que al Benji Fish lo acaban de farmear. Kingstar sigue ahí. Benji Fishy, tío. Dubs está por ahí. Boloncho Players, como no. Rosar que está por ahí disparando a tope. Nada, tío. Esto puede estar muy bien o puede estar muy mal. A ver, ahí tenemos a Dubs en pantalla. PSALM, que no sé quién es. Liquid Bibi está ahí en Tall High.
Look at the ballers. The ballers beginning to scale the mountain. Vivid, I think, still has high ground. Has time to pop a mini by chance? Nope, nothing as of yet. Now the fight for height begins. Vivid building out of arc from in your elimination.
Este dice, a mí el high no me lo quita nadie.
Isa, the controller god, as many regard him as, takes down Sam. Another one onto Fats.
Isa ha matado a Fats, que creo que es el nombre de un Pokémon.
Vivid and Road Shark all the way on high ground. Still multiple ballers in play. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition. This is game 2 of 6. And oh no, Vivid has lost the high ground, but he says no, this is mine, young man, and takes it right back. No mats, no life. Vivid is out.
Ahí tenemos a Isa, tío, o sea, vaya cagada Le han dado la eliminación al Vivid. ¿A dónde va? ¿Dónde vas? ¿A dónde vas, bonito?
The end of game 2 right before your eyes, folks. 120 total HP. He can't spend any time out of the zone right now.
Coge los mats, coge los mats.
Can't quite get in. One right behind outside. Can't find.
Coge los mats. Se ha quedado ya atascado, tío. Ya tenemos a Dubs, un niño tan risueño ahí, repartiendo por toda 0 kills, tío. A lo mejor gana Dubs. Yo digo que gana Dubs. Se tiene por aquí por el chat quién creéis que va a ganar esta.
Shockwave into the flint knock, into the safe zone, doubling back, another one, a valiant effort. He's got to find a beat, but he won't be able to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, game 2 goes to Skite. Skite had 27 health left, 8 HP. If he took one hit from the storm, he was dead, but he clutches up. We heard in the interview earlier, he said, I'm going to play my game, win, do what I do best, and Skite does it there. Dubs, what a valiant effort. Look at that. Look at it, Skite's HP. Literally one storm tick would have been enough.
Es que esa última, tío, y aparte la zona era muy difícil eso.
Wind up making it up that mountain. Skite just wins, and there you see the celebration. Game 2 goes to EU as Skite comes out on top.
Single elimination, 11 points for Skite. Gonna be great for the leaderboard.
Lo que me hace gracia es que muchos jugadores de estos aún tienen aún no han completado el pase de batalla, tío. Buga sigue primero, 19 puntos. King segundo. King segundo. A ver, algún Benjifish va noveno. Ha subido. Jarcos ha bajado. Escúchame, el King, tío. King de Argentina. Creo que tiene 13, 14 años. Ya se está llevando más de 1 millón a casa, tío.
When you talk about lives being changed, it's what the Fortnite World Cup Finals is all about. And now our
sinceramente, este chico lo está reventando a todo el mundo. A todos lo están reventando.
Within arm's reach, our top 20 absolutely there as well. This is still anybody's game.
Vamos a ver si hay alguno. Nah, tío, ni entre los 20 primeros. Ahí sería cuando ganas ya, a lo mejor, 100 y pico mil. O sea, ahí se ya estaría ganando casi 200.000 a lo mejor. Mega a lo mejor será 300.000 para casa. El Peter Pan se lleva 100 algo mil. A partir de ahí, de momento, se están llevando 50.000 prisioneros y todo esto. Como no se pongan las pilas, dudo que puedan conseguir algo.
Fantastic. So much happened. Even more than we can probably even take in, and that's why we've got great people like Balla to help us out.
Thank you so much, Courage. Yes, I'm here. We have a ton of awesome plays, a lot of action unfolding in that game. I'm going to help break it down. We're going to hop in with King, who got so many eliminations this game, no placement points. But if you recall, the beginning of this, nice tags here, gets the player white damage. He knows he has health. He knows he just has only health, no shield. He just continues forward and goes for the box fight. In the second zone, the zone is about to start coming in. He has no fear, the aggressiveness of the player, and the double edit makes him fall right back into his own box that he had a floor on already, gets the cone on top. That's Leleo, another player from South America, but he continues to take out big names, and here is Tfue. He tags him a little bit, but then pulls out the heavy sniper right as Tfue takes the box. And because of that, that came as a surprise to Tfue that he could bring out the heavy sniper, take the wall right in that instance. Usually he'd be expecting the pickaxe on the wall, but the heavy sniper, speed. Now King continuing to look forward, continue to look towards the zone where players come from. It's Aspect that he takes out. That's 3 eliminations, but he goes on forward and grabs another one with great awareness onto Nate. So unbelievable play from here. King is just racking up elims. Again, no placement points in this game, but he still pushed himself within distance of Bugha, who Bugha went down earlier there. He took out Clicks as well in the box. And this is, he's taken out Aspect, he's taken out Tfue, he's taken out Clicks. These are some of the best box fighters in the world. But now, King, he's saying, hey, I'm here at the Fortnite World Cup. I am one of the best box fighters in the world as well. So guys, that's King, the story so far. He's climbing the ranks, he's inching ever so closer to Bugha. Gentlemen, back to you.
Great stuff, Balla, and yeah, a fantastic breakdown of how King has made it up to our second place spot so far. We were only a third of the way through today's competition on the road to crowning a Fortnite World Champion. Thoughts after games 1 and 2?
I'd love to see the aggressive gameplay from King and others. Those kind of plays you don't often see in the Fortnite World Cup or really any competitive play. A lot of players are waiting for those opportunities to maybe get shots on players that are moving, that kind of thing. It's been great to see. And obviously a crowd favorite here, as we've heard people erupt every time he pushes into another box. What about you thus far?
Crazy action. I'm really interested to see how these different landings continue. We've already seen games 1 to game 2, people switch up their spots, land at different areas, and sometimes it's come back to bite them. All I know is, though, that's going to do it for us two for right now. We'll be back later today, but down on the floor, we have Zeke with some more information on our players.
Thank you so much, Lupo Courage. Man, what an insane first two games here on the first day, or the final day of Solos competition. Booga with insane shockwave play to give him the high ground. And then here, Skype, his positioning on point, which gave him the win over Dubs. I mean, you guys, and of course, the Marshmallow performance. If you guys are here, how have you enjoyed the day so far? What do you think? Some of you are still sleeping. Guys, what do you think?
Hay hasta personas mayores. Para que luego digan que los videojuegos son para gente
There it is. You're awake. I appreciate that. Now, of course, guys, we've been getting through this Fortnite action all weekend long. But don't forget, we actually had creative happening earlier on Friday. Now, if you remember, there was a certain team captain with a great crew. They won, and they became the first ever Fortnite World Cup creative champions. And that was the Fish fam led by team leader Scissors. Now, we felt we probably should go ahead and check up on him, see how things are going for him. So let's go ahead and do that.
A ver cómo le da a Scissors. Que ganaron la de creativo. Creo que Scissors es un poco chulo, vale, un poquito chulito, pero creo que es eso lo que le da la fama de forma de ser a la gente.
First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up, and he did just that.
You could tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need 1 coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
Here it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger.
You realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million.
It's unreal. Like, if you want to practice with death runs, you need to like do it slow. Don't go in blindly. Like, try and like change everything you do every time you fail.
Suzu, can you see yourself doing even more with creative? I mean, the success of today. Will you continue to go and play creative maps?
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative because I feel like there's a lot of potential in creative still. And yeah, definitely this is my thing.
Imagínate que el prisionero gana una partida como le hagan hablar.
See what each of you guys plan on doing.
Algo en español o al de 9Z.
I'll probably end up like saving most of the money, maybe like some investments.
He's 18 and he just won $336,000. What are you gonna do with the prize?
Rent? Rent. Yeah, I think rent.
I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to save my money.
I am going to be responsible and probably just invest most of it and try and get even more money back.
All right, guys. Congratulations again. Absolutely
Ha dicho una cosa bastante importante que es qué harías con el dinero. Y el de la izquierda del todo ha dicho que lo va a guardar y una parte de ese dinero lo va a invertir para generar más dinero. O sea, yo haría lo mismo. Claro, puedes ganar 1 millón, ¿vale? Pero si ganas ese millón, puedes hacer 20 millones. Adelante.
The grandfather of creative shows up huge here on this stage. Now, of course, guys, we know you want to get back into games. I want to get back into games too, but first, let's just make sure they give a little bit of a break to the players. We'll hop back in as soon as we can. Now, I did talk about creative a little bit, but don't forget, we also had that celebrity pro-am. Players and people from different walks of life all came together to take part on this stage and play for charity. Now, of course, we had Ninja and Marshmallow, your 2018 Pro-Am defending champions that faced off against Airwalks and RL Grime, your Summer Block Party Pro-Am champions. And the winners in the end were actually Grimes and Airwax. They are 2-time Pro-Am champions. So let's actually check in with them and see how they're doing.
I'm here in the player lounge right now, joined by our Pro-Am winners, RL Grimes and Airwalks. Wasn't totally expecting you'd win 2 in a row. Can you walk me through those final moments?
Felt really good. I don't think I would have won if I didn't have him.
Now, RL Grime, you were holding your own, you were keeping up, you were staying alive, you were getting eliminations. How did you change your playstyle from last Pro-Am to this Pro-Am?
I think we learned a lot from the last one.
just that you should focus on late game a little bit, and I just sort of let him lead the way and made it happen.
How did it feel to play with a potential World Cup duo winner?
It's amazing. I'm actually going to come tomorrow and sit in the stands and cheer for my man Airwalks. Yeah.
Maybe make an Airwalks sign and wave it in the air?
Maybe a 98 bot sign. I'll hold it up.
Good luck on the event tomorrow. Congratulations on winning. Congratulations on winning. Incredible, incredible gameplay throughout Fortnite World Cup Pro-Am.
Man, Grimes and Airwax coming in clutch. Very happy for those two, but I'm actually happy for this guy right here. This is one half of your Duos World Champions. This is Nyrox. I need you guys to make some noise right here, right now. Show him that you love him. How does that make you feel? You got all these crowds.
That's great. Feels amazing.
There you go. Now, Nyrox, let's chat a little bit, right? Because you played yesterday, like I talked about, in the duo competition. Your partner, Aqua, is actually playing today in the solo competition. So what advice did you give him heading into these games?
I told him earlier this morning that he should stick with the plan we had yesterday. And even if he has a bad start, he can still make a comeback like we did. And he can still take the trophy home.
That's pretty good advice, pretty good advice. Now, you're already a world champion. You've got the title. So how does it feel now that
Este es uno de los campeones de dúos de ayer junto a Aqua. Que Aqua es español, Ojo al dato que yo no lo sabía que Aqua es español.
But hopefully this gives me confidence in solos, which makes me do better in solo next tournament.
Okay. One final question for you. This morning, you know, obviously yesterday was a huge day. You had a night to kind of sleep on it, and then you woke up the next morning. Did it sink in? You know, how did you feel the next morning when you're like, man, I'm a world champion?
It feels surreal. It doesn't really feel like I've won anything because it was so big. It was almost too big to imagine. But yeah, it feels amazing.
Well, again, massive congrats to you. One half of our world champions. Again, give him some love, Fortnite fam. Thank you again, Nyrox. Appreciate your time. Now, there's actually another player we want to talk about real quick, and that is Skite. He just won this second game. So
ha ganado esta segunda y la primera la ha ganado. No me acuerdo el nombre. Buga.
I'm Skite from Lustream. I'm French, coming from Paris. I've been preparing the finals by playing customs and playing every day with friends or mates. It was hard in the beginning because my wrist was a little bit broken, so I just wait and then I qualified for the boss in the last 2 weeks. I definitely want to thank my team because they support me a lot when I was playing.
Este es de Francia, ¿vale?
Here we are more aggressive.
¿De qué país eres? Soy de España. Este, por ejemplo, ¿vale? Es de Francia. Y te está hablando en inglés. Ves que los chinos que ganaron ayer, los que ganaron la World Cup, eran chinos y no sabían nada de inglés. Le digo, o sea, ni un hello, my name is tal, thank you everyone, algo. Pero nada, tío.
I'm just excited to play.
There you go. There you have it. I mean, Sky, this guy is amazing. I'm a big fan. Sky, you know this.
Ahora mismo creo que sí, van a llegar, bueno, vamos a ir ya a la tercera partida.
So much time talking to every single one individually. But let's actually dive in specifically to one, and that's a Mr. Vivid, you know, Mr. Clutchman himself. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him there, but don't worry, he's going to bring some more heat. We actually had time to spend with him and his hometown, learn more about him, so let's watch this together.
Y como no, el Rubius está ahí viendo World Cup. Está ahí.
I live in South Jersey in a small town. Population of under 1,000. You see a couple of cars pass by your house.
Muy bonito.
It's quiet, so it's nice.
Here, en su casa.
I play Fortnite at the highest level.
Que también vaya PC, vaya todo me lleva. Era Vivid.
Also known as Vivid. I am 21 years old. I've been playing competitive Fortnite for almost a year now.
Vivid, a familiar name to a lot of fans.
What makes me a successful player is probably all the hours that I put into it. The schedule gets kind of crazy, but I'll keep myself in good shape. I will do a workout routine, 20 minutes on the exercise bike, 15 minutes of stretching, and then back to playing Fortnite.
O sea, hace 30-40 minutos de cardio y se pone a jugar Fortnite. Muy un poco de pesas también ahora, supongo.
I live with my dad. We've always been really close. All he ever wants to do is fish. He takes care of everything around the house. It makes everything really convenient in terms of, you know, playing games and just being able to focus on that.
Our schedules work pretty well. When I get done work, he's usually up gaming, so we do spend a little bit of time talking and going through the day's activities.
Y el padre con la camiseta de
Noah and I helped each other very much, getting through the difficult time.
When I was 10, my mom passed away. She passed away to a cancer called small cell carcinoma. It definitely made me mature a lot. Made me realize like how much my mom actually did for me.
Noah's mom had a very big impact on his life. She set the ground rules, making sure the grades were all straight A's, and he could go into gaming.
Recomienda mi canal. Lo siento, tío, no puedo hacerlo, tío. Sería hacer spam y ha venido mucha gente pidiéndomelo y no, tío. Porque ha venido mucha gente ya diciéndomelo. A todos les he dicho que no. De momento, o sea, de momento no estoy haciendo colaboraciones con nadie ni nada. Pero bueno.
Fortnite granted me with a decent amount of money. I can help my dad out now. So I got him.
Hasta el padre tiene la camiseta de Vivid, tío. Hasta el padre tiene su camiseta. Y cómo no, ahora, como no le he dicho el canalcito,
since our mother passed away.
Ese tipo de personas, macho.
I actually haven't been on the boat yet. So this weekend I'm gonna go on the boat for the first time.
Getting him on the boat and back on the water again. One of my ultimate dreams.
Looks nice.
What do you think Mom would say?
She'd like it.
I love it.
Se ha comprado un barco llamado Vivid. Ah, no, o a lo mejor se ha puesto Vivid por el barco. Bueno, por... Puede ser.
I want to thank you for this and everything. You made me happy.
Si vuelves a decir algo de eso, canal, te bloqueo.
What do you think of your first trip? Now, here.
It's nice.
Now you gotta come out more often.
Ya verás. Es que conozco al tipo de personas esas.
Man.
Ya se me desuscribe otro.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to keep myself together right now.
Gracias.
I know how you're feeling, Vivid. I am very close to my own mom, and she means the world. If you guys have a chance here to meet Vivid, he is genuinely one of the most hardworking, kindest people you will ever meet in your entire life. If you can say hello, take time to do it. I promise you will not be disappointed. And of course, Fortnite fam, we got to keep the games coming. Games are about to be underway. The players are back. They are ready to board the battle bus.
Vamos a ello.
For now, we're going to send it back up to none other than Monster D-Face, Golden Boy, House DJ, Mike Realm. Bring the heat.
Samu 6, no digas eso.
All right, folks, we know you're excited to get into some more games, and good news, we got you covered. Welcome, everyone. Golden Boy alongside with Monster D-Phase here. We're going to call games 3 and 4 of the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition. And, man, you couldn't have asked for 2 better games to start things off, Monster. Craziness through and through, top to bottom. Best players in the world, and they're showing up here on the world stage.
I mean, you guys saw the reaction. Booga with the insane game 1 had us jumping out of our seats, quite literally. And man, Skype at the final moments. I thought we were gonna see a victory comeback from Dubs with the Flint knock, shockwave to you know, shake up the entire place.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Yeah, it was very, it was a nail biter. Let's just put it like that. But let's run over the format and how this whole thing's works. So at top 25, players start to get 3 points, and we move on to 15th place. At that point, all the players that are still remaining will get an additional 2 points, making it a total of 5. Then after that, if they get to the top 5, they'll add 2 more points to that, making it
en la primera a lo mejor lo ha hecho más o menos bien, pero a partir de ahí, tío, en la segunda. No sé si es que lo han matado al principio o algo, pero no lo he visto en toda la partida, No he visto nada. Después está Aqua, que Aqua sí, bueno, más o menos le han matado por mitad de la partida en las dos. Mira, de momento, King, que tiene, creo que son 14 años, que es de Argentina, del clan 9Z, 1.800.000 pavos se lleva para casa.
For second, 1.2 million for third, and then 1 million as well, plus for fourth. That is crazy. That's a lot of money.
You know, yesterday the duos had to split it. Today it all goes to you, right? It's just a solo.
Al Tifu no lo he visto a ellos. Al Tifu lo están matando bastante rápido,
We're here to celebrate every single player that has made it this far. If you stepped onto this stage,
a ver si gana alguna Tifu o Savage, tío, que la están cagando, bastante.
Bananas, to say the least. 10 weeks, grueling competition in both solos and duos, and for a lot of our competitors that are prepped not just for the competition today, but also yesterday. Now, we're already 2 games in. We had mentioned some of the players that had performed very well. Right here, Booga, who had a monumental game 1. And then you also had Skype, who was able to just outlive everyone else and stay alive. But it is Booga who still holds first place, but by 1 point, because Argentina's very own King is looking to contend that, and that is crazy. I mean, talking about aggression, this guy embodies it.
Yeah, you've seen him time in and time out. It's players like King that really make these tournaments interesting.
Ha hecho top 27 en el primero y top 26 en el segundo, tío.
Your Kings show up and bring that action all the way through to the end. And it's not to discredit anyone who made it this far. These guys are still in the running.
Yeah, it's only 2 games in. Games 3
La
and 4
verdad es que no están ni entre los 20 primeros, pero de momento se va a 50.000, o sea.
Step it up if they want to get within the top 20 here. There's just so much on the line. There you see Booga, who's getting ready, getting prepped up. Everyone is so hyped up here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium, and I don't even know what to expect, man. Game 3, like, what are we even gonna get? We're seeing early aggression here from a lot of the South American players. Our players that we talked to from North America and Europe said that was what they wanted to avoid, was the South American aggression, the OCE aggression. But this time it's South America that's showing up, Monster.
And not to bring it up, but you know, you saw exactly what happened when King walked into Tifu. He just saw him trying to shadow bomb peacefully to the zone. They were not safe, by the way. They still had to make it through to Happy Hamlin, but King said,
que no sabe ni dónde está la cámara.
I'm gonna take this fight, and that is how the Brazilian region does.
Yeah, that's how they do it, man. They just want to take the fight. They want to go right at your face. They don't care who you are. Listen, you can have millions of subscribers on YouTube.
Es que mira cómo juega, tío. Mira, juega con el puto teclado, o sea, doblado.
At the end of the day, everyone that's in that game, they are all equal. There is no upper hand depending on how popular you are, and you shouldn't be treated that way either. You should just go at them with everything you got, because that's what it's going to take to walk out of New York City with $3 million.
Ahí Benji Fishy, que no se le ve muy contento, a lo mejor. Pues a lo mejor sí que se ve contento,
Take a look there, Benji Fishy. has been showing up.
I told him to play to the crowd. I said, play to the crowd. Have some fun with it.
Yeah, good to see him smiling. You know, we were there in the warm-up games. He was a little timid, but Benji Savage. And the rest of our competitors, Creo, Kinstar, Vivid, of course. This is a big moment for everyone here. Game 3's close.
And it must be cool as well to see you guys. Give him a round of applause. He waved to everybody. He waved to everybody. You know, that's not bad. All right, so here we go, folks. It's now time to jump into game number 3 here for the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition. The countdown has begun. The players are loaded up in the battle bus.
And the battle bus.
All on the line. Let's see who will take away another victory royale, or will we see one of our 2 winners get back-to-back wins, get double wins? That will be massive for them. Oh man, I'm excited, Monster.
Ahí tenemos al Mongrel, que tampoco le he visto en la partida anterior, tío.
That he can win on a stage of this magnitude. But just to give you guys a little context on the bus here, this is a bus coming from the south to the north side. So all of your competitors are going to get a fair split at the map here, and that's exactly what you like to see. You want everyone to have a fair shot at the map. So let's go and see as Skype is looking to land here. We saw
Skype, ahí lo tenemos, el ganador de anterior. Buga primero, King segundo. Y Sky va sexto.
Buga, King, Commandment, Psalm, one of our competitive veterans doing so great right here. Even with that one win though, Sky is still in 6th place.
Yeah, it's wild to think about that. That's what it took for him to be able to climb up into the top 10. Only 2 eliminations to his name, currently standing. But we're gonna keep eyes for the time being here as we head on over to Junk Junction. There's a hot spot there as well.
We have talked to some players about landing for hot spots.
I actually just got word from production in the back. King has been eliminated off spawn.
Wow, that's huge. That's going to be a real big setback. We see players like Zayd and Saf really fall behind yesterday off of one game not going their way.
That is rough, man. That is certainly not going to be pretty for him. But hey, you have 3 more games remaining. You just got to shake that one off. Moving on, though, we're checking out the action at hand here. You're going to have Tuzel pushed right in.
Come on.
It's going to make him pay. That's going to be an elimination on to Fledemoys. Well done. Number 1 on the board.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't trust myself with that Magnum, but he gets right up on him and hits him in the chest. Here now with Crew.
That was the shot. Oh, Crew, no chill. Right on the Sky platform, too.
That was how King was taken out. Couldn't even land safely. Got pinched right out the sky. That's rough.
Because there's nothing you can do. You're in a glider state. You're just floating down. You're hoping that no one's looking right at you. The players at this point, they're going to go for those shots, those open opportunities. Then you got Tuzi, who had just picked up an elimination earlier on. The circle is going to be over in the ice biome, so by the Polar Peak, Frosty Flights area, and it's also going to be within Pleasant Park as well. So the eastern part of the map, they're going to have to worry about moving on over to the safe zone. Now we're going to be looking at a crowd favorite here. We got Tfue.
Yeah,
Tfue had the best run so far.
He's been playing the blocks. He's been getting out of the block successfully. It's actually Clipnode who's been landing here from the Brazilian region. Again, known for landing on a weapon and pushing straight into whoever's at the block. But Tfue has successfully defended himself, even in the warm-up games.
Clipnode otra vez y el Tfue han quedado igual que en la primera partida.
And, you know, shout out to Clip. He actually changed his strategy.
Clip went for a shot there.
Yeah, but Clipnode stopped pushing, though. He's not using the same strat. He's actually adopted so far. But let's see what Tfue can do in these moments. He's chucking some perfect grenades across.
Yeah, in game 1, Clipnode ended up getting everything that he needed and then disengaged out of the block. Whereas Tfue took a little bit more time to loot up, get as much as he possibly can. Clipnode from the Brazilian region here, who it's a possibility that he can take him out, but it's going to be very challenging.
And maybe it was just the difference in loadout. Maybe before he didn't have exactly what he needed. Now we can kind of peek into his loadout here. This is a very strong loadout. He's got everything he needs to stick around and take this battle. And that's why you see him playing with such confidence now. And this could just be his game.
And it was also admirable of him as well.
Mira, Mr. Sabas siempre cae ahí en el de vuela, tío.
Argentinian player as well. Then you got Takamura now. Sees a player right in front of him. Happy Hamlet is where this fight's going to be taking place. As Clarity G, he made it to the end game in game 2. had high ground there for a moment. Thought he could have pulled that one off. Mr. Savage has eyes on Clarity G, does put the pressure on him. Now Clarity's gonna have to deal with a player that's behind and in front of him. So just shadow bombs on out of there. He's gonna have another one to use as well in case he needs to pop it, but it doesn't seem like anyone's gonna be paying any attention to him for right now.
There's over 6 players landing at Happy Hamlet, but we're jumping right into this battle right here. Unknown Army, who has had the time to prove to the world that he is here to bring the heat. Early on in our competitive days, Unknown Army was known. Take over, Golden.
This is it, man. Unknown Army, one of our first controller players. Actually, he was our first controller player to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup. Perhaps this is going to be the opportunity that he was looking for, Monster. Put himself on this stage. Get a big opportunity. Things have slowed down here for a moment. He's looking to overtake that roof. If he can get possession of that, head it on out. And that's Commandment. Commandment's going to be sitting at the top 5 if I'm correct currently. Good fight here between 2 quality players.
It's not a battle he wants to lose. There's lots to prove here. Unknown Army, one of the few controller players in it. We saw Wolfies have a big day yesterday. That wall's his. He's got the aggro. The last one is not, though.
He's charging right in, and Commandment's going to have to get out of there. Didn't want to deal with that player. He knew the Unknown Army just had that beat on him. Wisely enough, and look at the health there. That's why Commandment does not want to go for that fight. He's going to be in dire straits right now, as Unknown Army does have the life lead.
He's just taking all of these platforms, too. He's gaining control slowly but surely. Nice little peek right there. He goes for the staircase first. So clean.
Doing this all with a controller. You know we have millions of players that play on controller at home, and he goes in, does apply white damage. One more, that's gonna do it. Commandment was in 3rd place, and Unknown Army now
por fin se lo mata.
In the place that he wanted him to. Dominant.
And a little taunt to throw some salt on the wound right there. Now hopping to the other side of the map, we have Blaster. Looking for a vehicle. He does have a
Chicos, voy a terminar de ver esta partida ya. Me voy porque si es que nadie va a estar viniendo al directo, al final hacer un directo sin gente es como hacer una tortilla de patatas sin patata.
But no, it was Low Boom who gives him the hands there. Fun fact, Christian, our boy from Fortnite VR Live, told me look out for Low Boom. Someone to definitely take eyes on. They did eliminate one another, though. So Boom, not in this one. Maybe you can find some better luck in games 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, that is the risk you take when you jump into someone's box here in the Fortnite world. Leshy, another controller player. Bringing it back to the good old nostalgic Tilted Towers for that close-range PvP. He's going to get shot a few times right there, but still keeping his cool. He has plenty of extra shields and mobility. Shockwaves are going to be great for maneuvering around this congested area. That's what it is. 4 players in Neo tilted right now. You have to be careful.
This is a controller battle, actually.
We'll see who can best one another here. Leshy's probably looking to take this wall. All right, he's going to break into the building now. Get that high ground over his opponent. Astonis is just waiting, not making a sound here, seeing if he can bait Leshy into a trap play. Let's see. He's going to fall for it. Will he make a mistake? And that's really what it is, right, Golden?
Yeah, it is. When players are on that stage here in the audience, the crowd, everyone cheering, there's obviously going to be that added pressure. We talked with a few of the players before the game started today. The number one thing that I think everyone brought up to me was just the volume, right? The sheer presence of where we are. Some of them even went as far as to say, yeah, I don't think I'm going to look up at all. I think I'm just going to focus on the screen. That's what I know. No reason for me to try and go above and beyond anything else, right? Sometimes the moment can take you away.
You can see both points of POVs right here, both points of views.
Yeah.
They're looking to take any walls that they can just to gain control, have a little bit of an advantage here.
Yeah, this is basically like the Fortnite equivalent of an arm wrestling match right now. Maybe for some of our parents who are joining us here for the first time, haven't watched Fortnite before. They're really just struggling to try and get positioning over the other player. That is the struggle that they're wrestling with here. See, use wrestling again. Worked out well that time.
All right, Lesh this time has decided to commit. He is now down face to face. There's nowhere Astonish can run it. He goes into it.
Oh,
lands
man.
the 2 shot. And that's the little tactic right there. If there's a ramp in front of the wall, you have to recognize you are in big danger because there's a nifty little trick to get you in that box.
Another one of my favorite players here. You got Legidian. He's going to be in a fight right now. Moves around the side, loses the high ground. Oh, man. That is rough.
Ni se ha tapado, ¿eh?
Legidian not having the best games at this point in time.
Pizza's placed 8th on average when he qualified in the online opens. On average, across every game he loaded into. That's very high for placement. And now he's picking up elims. Unfortunately, like we said here, Legidian just not really connecting the dots today, but it's not over yet. We're only halfway through this competition here.
There's Lechi who has to get out of there. Whew, that could have been very dangerous, but gets an elimination on Kinstar. A massive elim here for Lechi, who's sitting right now at 2 elims currently in this battle at Neo Tilted.
Representing for all the controller players across the world, Lechi, very dangerous. It's going to be a huge upset right there.
And you just get close range with a player like Lechi, and they'll punish you, right? When you have the controller, you have that little bit of the ability to just L-trigger. You're going to have, and I know some people are going to be like, oh, L-trigger, low, whatever. But the reality is, right, you got the full use of your arm. They have the use of your thumbs. But when you push in for there, you just don't want to box with them inside of that. It's very rough to deal with.
Maybe Ruck said it best, you know, just the age difference. Lechi's 15, you know, could just be a little faster than Kinstar here.
Yeah, I know. When I was 15, I was nowhere near as good as he was with a controller. So, and I competed for a very long time. That crew was just in this fight here for the moment. Does get ownership of the wall because that player does disengage above him, and he hears that movement all around. You also get an eye on the bottom right of your screen. You can see the mini map where players are going to be located. The player we're typically on is going to be that white triangle, but that blue triangle, that other player goes right in for the fight, is going to knock down the shield just a little bit there. He's going to have minis to be able to top himself back up.
This is very intense here, Golden.
Yeah. Yep. Shockwave. Yeah, you don't want to go for that fight. Shockwaves are so important. Players saving them for that late game. And in some cases, they'll just use it, disengage. You don't want to take a fight. There's no reason for you to do so. A lot of players playing cautiously, as they should, with what's on the line here. But Crew, oh, he marches forward. That's number 2 for Crew.
You can see the excitement there. Nice little smirking grin on his face. He throws a peace sign to the crowd when he takes that player Lucky right out. This Happy Hamlet area is so dangerous to rotate through. You have players like Mr. Savage. Now we see Left Eye and Kurtz. Left Eye was responsible again for a big upset in the last game, taking out the likes of some huge names towards the end game. But Kurtz here with a heavy sniper. Can he open up a base here and follow up with that infantry rifle? So he's coming up, he's getting his little peek on right here.
I think Ninja yesterday.
Prisionero también lo tengo sin ver bastante tiempo.
That weapon is, and it truly, I mean, the accuracy that you get out of it is absurd. It's something that if you pick it up and you know how to use it, you'll be deadly out there in the field. But she has done a lot of times Ninja, which is why he likes that weapon so much. And I want to understand why a lot of our players will go for that as well. When you have the option to, why not? If you got that comfortability with it. Then you got Left Eye. 2 eliminations currently. Has 2 shockwave nades.
And you know, you got to give some respect to Left Eye, who completely left his previous job 6 months ago to fully focus in on competitive Fortnite. And he found himself at the Fortnite World Cup stage. I don't think it gets any better than that. That is a dream story here.
Yeah, in competitive gaming, you take those risks if you want it so badly. If you want it more than you have to breathe, you just go for that moment. You never know what's going to happen. This could very well be a lot of the people in this arena next year playing on that stage. Courage just said that they had the budget, so I'm just going along with what he said. You know?
All right, but here we have
Tfue.
Tfue playing his classic high ground center map, more or less. He does have a lead for the next zone.
Yep, movement options for him, which in the last game he had the shadow bombs. Didn't really pan out for him because King, very thirsty, went for just all the water he could possibly get out of that one. And I say he certainly was quench in his thirst, but then Tifu now, this is, sometimes you're flying and then you just become a magnet, and that is unfortunate.
Buah, lleva 3 partidas el Tifu que tiene que estar ya hasta los huevos,
One wall open from behind him.
That's
not
so
placed
difficult.
down, unfortunately.
That's so difficult. There are times you fly into the sky and then the entire server just looks right at you.
It's all about timing in Fortnite here, but that's the risk you take. So now looking at Link here. Link putting some pressure up above. Remember, Storm Surge is in effect in these games, so you have to be hyperactive. You have to be proactive for seeking for damage. But when you commit to battle, you are more than likely going to have to finish that battle. Here we have Robabs. He's kind of looking up. He's holding that edit, though. He is ready to open it up. I think he's going to trade fire as soon as Link goes for the shot. Now they're both, they're both playing that little mind game right here. Who's going to go first now?
New circle, now active.
This is what we like to call a shambles loadout, as Link doesn't have much loot.
No, doesn't have much loot, doesn't have much HP either. He's gonna have to try again in the next game. It's Robabs, does manage to get the better. Oh man, this is intense. Now we're at 62 players remaining. Some players taking fights, others really just focusing on staying alive, staying in this one to the placement points.
That's right, and now we have Leshy back with Leshy. We saw him in Neo Tilted, taking out the likes of Keemstar, Astonish in these 1v1 battles. Clearly not afraid to jump in your box. And oh man, with a loadout like this, 6 shockwaves, 3 launch pads, all the ammunition in the world, and zone favor right now. He is looking very good in game 3 right now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of builds. He's got tons of stuff to work with. No reason why Leshy can't make it to that end game. This is going to be interesting. Controller player.
Todo el mundo se coge las mismas armas.
Yesterday, Wolfie's controller player getting 2nd place here in the Fortnite World Cup Duos competition.
Vale.
Along with his team.
Ahí se queda.
There's Leshy though, applying the pressure. With that shockwave nade, he gets right on top of a nice spot, nice position, kind of planning himself. Understanding a player's going to be around there, but now all these players looking right at him as he just has to play defense. No choice. Gets tagged up a little bit, loses some of his shields. He'll be okay for the time being.
The amount of players you see on the stadium side that once he's shown his self to that angle right there, and everyone just collapsed on him. That is so scary. And it's still coming in, but he's fending himself off, punishing another player off to the east side right there. Here's Leshy. He could figure out that that player is the same one that just tried to make a move on him. Could spell disaster for Evilmare.
Evilmare doesn't have much to work with regarding health, right? He's sitting at just above half HP. Right above him is going to be
No, Evilmare esto va reventado,
down low on the flooring. There's Class. Good loadout as far as weaponry is concerned. Also has that glider with the HP that he has currently. Might want to take advantage of a shadow bomb or something like that rather than exposing yourself to the sky. But this is another play from earlier on.
Ahí tenemos a Storm.
Actually, no, Storm Surge active.
DRG ha matado a DRG, o sea, se ha suicidado.
We are in live. Apologies there.
So he's sitting on 2 ballers here. You see one here. He knows his opponent's going to have to go for one, but I guess a little bit of scouting there is going to realize someone's waiting, baiting all of the loot as well.
Also off screen, Leshy did take out Evilmare. You mentioned that before, Monster. Ended up happening. And then Storm now. 65 HP. Where is this player that went in for the fight?
Le ha metido una.
Wakey's right nearby.
Es difícil salir de ahí.
Storm and Wakey are sitting now in the zone here. Biding time here. Wakey, 3 eliminations, tied up for the most elims in the game so far. You have Wakey, Leshy, and
Este es Wakey, que bueno, los Wakeys aquí en España son bollicaos de esos. Ahí tenemos a Dubs. Mr. Saba sigue vivo. El Pisalm este va ahí a tope.
For some players like Dubs, they're going to need it. Because thus far it has not gone well for, I would say, one of the favorites here.
Dubs did go for the shot, unfortunately could not connect. It looks like Clarity's going to pick up poor gaming.
Se quedan 45 personas ahí. Mira el minimapa, tú. Mira el minimapa y dime que no hay gente. O sea, hay más gente que espacio. Un poco la skin de León. Creo que era.
Exactly what's going on. The circle's going to be closing down now. We're going to find out where the next one is. And that's when players start to prioritize these rotations, the movement. Dubs does have a baller, which has been his strategy. He did it in game 2. He had the baller pretty much all the way until the end there. Got shot out of it.
A ver si vemos a Prisionero. Está Domentos por ahí. Está... Buah, Prisionero. Al Prisionero no lo ponen en cámara, tú, no lo han puesto en ninguna partida.
Ideally that he tried to catch him right there. You saw that? He wanted to put him in the box for a second there and take it.
Trapped him right there. Player will have no idea what to do at that moment.
It's actually pretty interesting as well because Class is desperate right now for an Elam. He has to really feed off of a Siphon. He doesn't have any other way to heal. Even taking the safety edits, making doorways so that he doesn't expose himself even for the slightest bit.
84 builds left for Class. Tons of builds here. And then the Storm. Now the Storm's starting to push. Look at Lecce, still going for shots as players are moving about. I think I saw a player get right in his face. He did pop that shadow bomb. Now we're going to the game 1 winner, Bugha. He's dealt 420 damage in this match. Hasn't taken a single shot. 1 elimination for him right now. As now the action feed begins to fall. You see so many names getting eliminated one by one. Bizzle out of this one. That was from Lecce, who's having one heck of a game, taking out some big names.
It is
Mira
really
cuánta
going down
gente
right
hay.
here. You can just kind of
Prisionero
breathe
está.
in this overhead view right here.
Es que entre tanto nombre, tío, no se ve nada. Está Isa, hemos visto. Este es el que ha ganado la primera y que de momento va primero.
In this end game, just trying to avoid that lower ground congestion. All these players are just slammed in the middle right
Creo que
here.
Prisionero no está vivo.
You gotta be careful, those shockwaves will
Nah,
really
tío, al Prisionero lo están matando cerca del top 20, tío.
So far, but does manage to maintain the high ground. Lost it for a brief moment, but wisely enough went outside of the Storm to regain some of those builds. On the right side of your screen, you got Bugha and Lecce. Lecce, a great game that he's managed to put together with 5 eliminations. Bugha, your game 1 winner, maybe looking to get a second win on the board. How massive will that be for your current first place player?
Lecce just picked up his 6th elimination now. He is really popping off right here.
That was on Hoodjay too, a big player there, and a big connection for him. Lots of builds to work with. Bugha does get another one. That's Kinzel.
Right through the trap he goes. Bugha, one of the superior box fighters in the Fortnite competitive scene right now.
Lecce went up for the high ground.
Vale,
You see it
Endreta
on the
va
left
para
side.
allá.
He went high ground. He does get possession of it, but ends up getting hit there by Endreta and finally eliminated. But what a run Lecce had in this game. Finally comes to a conclusion when he went for high
Han
ground.
matado a Isa.
Now it's Bugha again with 11 players remaining. We're
Quedan
about to get
10.
into the top 10 here, Monster.
Bugha, last we saw, he does get taken out right
Al
there.
Bugha,
Unfortunately, it's
Peter
Peter
Pan
Pan who takes him out with 6 eliminations. Peter Pan, the dark horse right now. He's going to get wiped out here too, but it's still a great game. Wakey, who we saw leading in eliminations at one point, is still popping off as well.
Skype's in this one as well. Maybe he's going to get a back-to-back win. Riverson, he's got the high ground. He's got the explodes. He sees players. He has 11 builds, so he has to be very conservative with this. Does pop that player in the baller, forcing them down. Going in for the engagement now. More explodes. 5 remaining left. Player lands in front of him, and he tags him up for a lot of shields there. And Riverson has to reset. Needs to be careful not to get hit by that storm. Someone's going to be above him.
Toma para ti.
Good.
A matar a Sky. Podría haber ganado la
We're now
segunda.
sitting at a 1v1. 2 players left standing here. Who's it going to be down low? It's Dubs. It's Dubs down low. And Riversand has Dubs on his sight. Who's going to get the win here? Riversand navigating, tarping. He has 7 builds remaining. Dubs trying to play
Madre
defense,
mía, madre
giving
mía,
him
madre
some
mía.
any kind of cover that he can possibly maintain. But Riversand, a few more explodes remaining. That could punish Dubs.
He's really trying to keep him down to the zone here, Golden Boy.
Oh man, this is it. He sends another one out, and they're just telling him you gotta run. He goes into it. He's still holding position. Dubs has the high ground, but he lands in front of him, and Dubs gets a victory royale on the world stage.
Ha ganado Dubs.
Absolutely incredible
De verdad que, o sea, la mayoría que los de aquí son chavales que tienen 14, 15 años, tío. Lai gana este.
To see here on the main stage.
Prove to the world that you're the greatest to ever do it. But you got to give credit to Riversand. Second place finish for him there. Had the high ground, had the explodes, but it was Dubs who managed to get the better of Riversand. And look at this unfold right here. Riversand has the Rockets looking right at Dubs.
No le da ni un cohete, le coge la altura, boom.
Builds to work with, and Dubs recognized he had the high ground. He just needed to go in there for the clothesline, and he nails it with that green pump.
That is the name of the game. You cannot miss your shots when you fully commit. Dubs and Mega sitting side by side. What a better player to have nearby you. Arguably probably his best friend right here in the competition.
Hey man, that was nuts. What a game from Dubs. And what a journey he's had. 4-time qualified. We know that he is a unit when it comes to solos. Finally getting that win. So second place in game 2. Game 3 gets first place. He has to be feeling very good about that.
That is the kind of performance he was looking for, and it must feel good to finally solidify a victory over the course of the weekend.
Yeah, it's like it's just a load off your shoulders, man. Honestly, because I've been talking to him